Attention fellow brewers, before we start on the highlights, I just wanted to drop in and leave a few quick announcements. Firstly, I just want to let you know about this year's art contest. Every year I run an art contest over in my server. Check it out if you have any drawing ability. It's completely free to enter. Details and guidelines will be in the description below. Secondly, I want to thank Kazutrash for all his help on my channel in the last few years. You guys have him to thank for the Isekai highlights and this past year's Marines. His link will be in the description below. Lastly, if you're in the mood for a new podcast to listen to, I've just released my new episode of Romance Twilight last year. It's D&D set in the world of One Piece. This arc, we just dived into an adventure inspired by the Resident Evil franchise, so if you're a fan of horror and all the things that go bump in the night, you can find it in the description below. It's very different to Rustage's style, but check it out if you're in the need for more D&D. Without further ado, raise your glass to the otherworldly brewery.
I'm knocking on Miss Snow's door.
Okay.
You knock on her address and she opens the door and she goes, "Oh, Norman, what are you..."
Hello, me Lady Snow. Pull up flowers.
Oh God.
"Oh, Norman, wow. Do you want to come in for a cup of tea or..."
Sure.
Would you like a cup of tea? What kind? I have so many.
Anything we can make sweet.
A sweet tea. For a sweet person.
Thank
she
you.
comes over and places the teacup on the table. "So, what do I owe the honor?" Boss.
I was wondering if you would like to accompany me on dinner tonight.
With one of your employees? Oh, how scandalous, Norman. But I like a bad boy. And she
Norman is probably like pouring sweat right now.
Yeah. What place do you have in mind?
Anywhere you like, my love.
Oh, wow.
I can't stay in character too hard.
Love it.
Okay.
I flick the guy one gold coin. I'm like, make sure we have a reservation for 8 under the Norman.
The Norman?
Norman.
It is now nighttime.
I'm so nervous.
You're waiting outside the Fibonacci sequence, and Snow walks up in this magnificent, shimmering white dress. Like sparkles. What are you dressed in, Norman?
What's Norman wearing?
I think I'm still just in my sweater and track pants.
Your hoodie. His one outfit. It's been covered in dust and blood from this entire journey.
She comes up and she goes, "You look amazing."
Oh, thank you. Mm-hmm. You look beautiful yourself.
Oh, such a gentleman. Who knew my boss was so suave? And she holds out a hand for you to hold.
Super sweaty. I grab her hand and we this way, follow me.
Oh, perfect. My hands were feeling a little dry. And you guys walking in. It's
Anthony's the waiter, by the way.
It's like
Don't ask. I'm just here.
Is he really?
Yep. What would you guys like for your drinks? Anything?
Oh, I would love a glass of the finest house red.
What about you, sir?
Anthony, what the hell are you doing here, buddy?
I winked at him. What would you like, sir?
I would like some spaghetti and a sweet beverage. Oh my bad. I was like, I'm just ready to order. It's French fries and a sweet beverage.
No, waiter. He said what he said. Get him a glass of spaghetti. Get the man what he wants.
I will get him a glass of spaghetti, ma'am. You are clearly the one
that probably slaps, I must say.
All right. I come back with the wine and with the spaghetti glass, and I'm just like, here.
This is the best beverage I've ever had.
Waiter, I would like to get the steak.
Okay.
Would you like, Norman?
Another glass of spaghetti, please.
Another glass of spaghetti for the gentleman.
Okay. Snow turns to you, Norman, and goes, "That was an amazing dinner, and thank you for picking up the check. I really appreciate that."
Thank you for the wonderful night.
And
bye.
Hey, no. And she grabs your arm as you're about to run off, and she goes, "Norman," and she gets really close to your ear, and she goes, "I'll be in touch, okay?" And then she kisses you on the cheek.
Oh,
Norman
shit.
Fucking falls over.
And then she walks off into the night.
I love this world.
Oh, dude, we should arm wrestle. Tell you what, Cody, when we get to the bar, let's arm wrestle. I want to try.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, man.
I want to try.
Okay, we can all arm wrestle. Shark, you want to get on this?
I can do 3 push-ups now. All right, I want to see this arm wrestle. Cody.
Oh shit! Yeah. All right.
yeah,
Well, you said there's stone tables. That sounds perfect.
Perfect.
So, all right.
Bartender, is it okay if we do a little arm wrestling match here?
As long as you do it on the designated arm wrestling table.
Lovely, nice.
They have designated tables?
I mean,
This is awesome.
Okay.
All right, let's go to the designated arm wrestling tables. Yeah.
We
Okay.
set up-
All right.
set
So
up
I'm like
for it.
literally, I'm like. Like, okay, let's go.
You see a really bulky Soul King with 4 buff arms near the designated arm wrestling table, and he's like, "Hello, friends. Are you here to arm wrestle me?"
We were gonna arm
We
wrestle.
actually had kind of a personal competition going on.
Yeah, yeah.
He looks down and goes, "Oh, okay, you're right."
We'd love to face you afterwards, though.
Tell you what, the winner of ours can play you. How about that? Yeah. There you
Really?
go.
Nobody ever
Yeah.
wants to arm wrestle me.
Does this guy look intimidating? Like, is his arm
he's
like the
the
size
most
of like...
muscular guy you've ever
shit.
seen.
Okay. All right. So the winner will go up against you. Okay, we'll do that. All right.
Very good. And then I will watch. And he sits down.
All right.
Wait, do you want to let your audience bet on the winner here real quick?
Yeah,
You
let's
wanna
do
let
that. Yeah.
Okay, 3, 2,
2, 1,
go!
23. 8! Anthony wins! Anthony wins! Anthony destroys him! 23 to 8. Mark, you've got to pay out those Anthony believers.
Oh shit! I'm sorry, Cody. I thought that was gonna be closer. I like slam you through, like I crack your hand down on the stone table. Oh,
I'm just like, damn, the future ain't nothing to fuck with.
dude, that's man.
Cody.
You rolled a 3. That's not,
Cody,
you know.
I will avenge you.
You promised the
I did
Soul King.
promise.
Promise the sulking.
Sulking first, sulking
I
first.
did promise.
I'll play the winner of you two.
All right. Okay. No, I will. I will take you on, Norman, anytime, any place.
Hello, it is nice to meet you. What is your name?
I'm Anthony, sir.
Good. My name is Boneslaw.
Is everybody kind of cheering us on?
People are starting
Yeah,
to
yeah.
watch. I mean, nobody's arm wrestled Boneslaw in a while, so
Right. $3 grand on Anthony.
People
Holy
are coming.
shit. All right.
People are coming up and actually starting to bet money on Boneslaw, like in the bar. One person's like, "Hey, I've never seen anyone beat Boneslaw before."
Rustage, could I use this?
Flash of genius.
I didn't even use that against Cody. I forgot I had.
I guess
that.
you can. You're
Are plus 9?
I have a plus 9 now.
Bones.
Yeah.
sick.
I will say this now. Boneslaw is around that amount. So
Okay,
this
that-
just
okay, that
evens
gives
the
me
playing field.
evenly
Even
matched.
kill. All right.
With
all
your
right,
like mecha suit? Alright. The predictions are
I
all good.
activate the
right.
helmet just for this. It's like
So,
just
so Cody's
serious.
gonna be like the adjudicator. He, like, you guys get your hands together, and he has his hand on top. He's like, "All right, guys, you ready?"
Okay.
I'm ready.
All right. Boneslaw goes, and he gets 19. You get 10 plus 3, you get 13! You get slammed by Boneslaw! Boneslaw grabs your head and crashes it to the ground. Boneslaw! He screams out. Yeah!
All right, the shark takes a seat across from Bones.
There's no way. There's no
No,
way.
Shark! You can do this. Avenge him. It's not supposed to bend that way.
Are you ready? So Boneslaw's gonna roll. He gets a 22.
Come on, Shark.
Athletics
Come on,
roll, the
Shark.
shark. Athletics roll. It's your first
This is for
roll.
Otherworldly Brewery.
Make sure it's a normal roll. 18! Oh, no! Boneslaw destroys the shark!
That was more close, though. That was closer.
It was
though.
closer, so
Yeah.
there's more of like a struggle between the two, and Boneslaw trying to... Boneslaw! He's like making so much fucking money. This is
How
why
about you,
nobody arm
Norman?
wrestles him.
Norman, you want to give it a shot?
I thought you guys forgot about me. I want to try.
Wait,
Norman, go!
Norman, buddy, you've been training for this.
You got this, Norman. I'm like grabbing Norman and giving him a massage on the back. Come on, buddy. You can do this.
Boneslaw.
Wait, can I real quick, while Norman's causing a distraction, just start doing all of the drugs that you said are on me that you said are a stimulant?
All of the Diet Coke that you said.
Listen. As Norman sits down for the arm wrestle, I'm gonna pat him on the back and cast Enhance Ability.
Yes.
What does that do? Wait, what does that do?
Wait.
So I'm choosing the ability Bull's Strength, so it gives him advantage
Yep.
on all strength checks.
I'm doing something too. I'm casting Enlarge on Norman. Boneslaw, this guy right here, Norman, he has a secret skill to make himself huge. Would you be okay if he uses that against you?
Of course I would be! Make
All
you
right,
big
growth
like
ray
me!
on Norman.
Okay.
Norman just
Norman can
like
give
starts like levitating with his magic, flies over to the table, all cool like I'm like, You guys believed in me. Thank you so much. I
like,
pull up my sweater sleeve and my arm looks tiny, and then I just like put it on the table, and it just looks jacked. It's just my arm, bro. Can I roll?
It comes down to the roll.
athletics. All right, Boneslaw rolled a 20.
No!
You can't beat it.
It's impossible.
That's
it's impossible for him to beat
I don't think
it.
You have 11. You got 11.
Boneslaw's gonna put him through the table.
All this prep time. Norman with prep work. And he just grabs your arm and just fucking slam it.
All right. You know what? All or nothing. All 4 of us against you.
One on each arm.
Me and Cody against you. Last round, winner take all. How about this?
Okay.
Yeah, you can get higher than that.
All right, so Boneslaw rolls. He gets a 23.
23. This is beatable, gang. This is beatable.
All right, Cody, are you ready for this shit? Are you ready to
I'm
go?
ready.
Wait.
I'm ready.
All right.
There's no way we lose this, right, guys?
I mean,
Someone needs to get higher than 23 is pretty
I look
would
over
like
at
to
the
gamble
shark.
on it, so.
Shark is like just he's like not drunk,
Yeah,
but he's
make
like
the
just
prediction.
overdosing back there.
I'm
Does that
making a
actually
prediction.
give me a disadvantage, or is that a joke? I don't know.
Yeah.
I think if you put some sewage water in your ear, it's gonna give you disadvantage.
You guys.
What this looks like anymore.
Let's get Norman out the way.
Don't
With
say it like
advantage,
that.
You have
Don't say it
advantage.
like
You
that.
have
I
advantage.
physically can't roll
Okay,
higher
9.
than a 23.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Boom. Done. All right.
Okay, yeah, Norman's out of it. All right, let's do
right.
disadvantage Shark.
Yeah.
22! It's 22! So close! So close!
Here's the thing. I like to think I was about to win, and then all of a sudden I just sneezed.
It's the scrub coming back out of your
All right,
nose.
Cody,
Please.
10.
Oh no.
Anthony, you this
Anthony,
is
with
12!
the
He beat him! He fucking won! You guys, you do realize that having 4 rolls is like ultra advantage.
Yeah.
Like you guys, it was 23 in that.
Even
that
with my
universe
flash of
is-
genius, we
No one
lost
was just
all of
betting
our
against
money.
us this
He took.
entire
I
he
bet
took
against
all of it.
myself. I bet against everyone.
That's insane.
Okay.
All right, Cody is in awe of Boneslaw. He's just like,
Bone Slaw.
this dude is a god.
Dude, you broke my power suit. Jesus, I'm gonna have to like repair this shit.
I'm just gonna shake his hand, dude. I'm gonna shake all 4 of his hands. I'm gonna
It
be
is
like,
good to arm wrestle with you.
Bone Slaw.
I've never been manhandled like that. It was incredible.
I can manhandle you anytime.
Oh.
Oh.
Should I just do it, guys?
Go ahead, kid.
Clap you on the
I
back.
can't wait to enter her holy site.
Yeah. Okay.
If you know what I mean.
You press it, blinding white, and in front of you is this tall, you would describe as sexy snake lady, and she looks down and goes, Norman, I presume.
Yeah, yes, I am Norman. You look so beautiful, my lady.
She slithers down the steps and gets closer and closer to you. Now, why would a traitor like you make yourself apparent to me?
A traitor? Well, why would you call me a traitor? We're just trying to activate all the towers. I'm here to serve you. I get on one knee. Will you marry me? I messaged Rustage that I bought the biggest wedding ring before leaving. That was the thing that I went back for.
She picks it up and then she throws it to one side. And then it flashes back to reality. And out of the giant holy site structure, a spirit of her appears and transmogrifies into a giant snake-like serpent. As the entire building shakes and rattles around.
So, did she say yes?
Yeah, guys, we're gonna have to beat a giant snake in order to pass the trial, just like the dragon and the other things. Probably that's what happened. I didn't get rejected. She liked me actually.
I said,
I think that was when she talked to me. It was a pretty good first interaction.
everyone is
It's
making
okay.
fun of me.
This is the moment. It's the moment I've been born for. Fuck this snake. I stand up, put my staff on the ledge in front of me.
Yes.
I'm like, this head glitch is gorgeous. I'll never miss.
Yeah?
And then I use magic missile at the 3rd level.
These magic missiles are going to kill the snake
15
goddess.
damage, yeah.
How do you want to do this?
Norman, you did it.
I'm in the perfect spot. The ratting always works. Staff on the ledge. I'm like, the head glitch is gorgeous. Magic missile. And just like 5 missiles into, like, its mouth is open, like it's about to attack us.
Yeah.
And just 5 missiles into the back of its throat.
Penetrating through the throat, you can see these clear holes from mouth to throat as you rip her entire head apart, and her snake body collapses to the ground and disintegrates into like this spiritual ash that then floats up and in like an instant zooms into your necklace, Norman. And
boom. And then I spin my staff and I'm like, Norman the God Slayer.
Innkeep, you got some rooms for us?
We sure do have many rooms for you. It is 5 gold per person per room, expensive, but you know, prices go up.
I'd love that he acknowledges it.
5 gold?
I'm gonna give the guy 100 gold. So I have
We're gonna break the economy.
So I give the guy 100 gold, and we just keep the drinks coming. It's been a rough day.
If Norman's paying for the rooms, then I'm probably going to get up to mine.
What is the rooming situation?
Me and Littlefeather.
Yes.
I'm
Okay.
gonna sleep here tonight.
You are in a room with Littlefeather, and you're sitting on the bed, and Littlefeather turns to you and goes, I've just been thinking, Cody. We always sleep together like this, but like I know we initially did this because it's sort of part of my culture, but it's not part of yours, and we still do it. And you call me all these names, and I'm not sure what they mean, but they seem to be really nice, and I think you're really strong and cool. And I was just wondering, like, would you is there anything? Would you like to be would you like to start a nest together?
Whoa! Okay, that's a loaded. All right.
I like feeling your warmth every night, and I am scared a little bit about nights where I don't feel your warmth anymore.
Cody is like about to cry, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. He's like, look, Littlefeather, you mean a lot to me since coming here. I didn't think I'd find anything in this world that I would be attached to. You know, I just wanted to get out of here as quickly as possible, and you're the only thing that's made me hesitate. I think we should be a little more serious, you know what I mean?
Do bird people...
If you would have me.
Of course I would. What... She sort of grabs your hands. Do bird people... Are they accepted in your world? What are the bird people like where you're from?
Look, I'll be honest. Where I'm from, babe, there's only humans. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, okay?
And you know us? We can fly over any bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can fly anywhere. And then I transform into a giant eagle and go...
Oh, Cody, you're so... Oh, she starts like blushing.
I'm in the next room and I just hear eagles flying in. What the fuck is going on over there?
Cody, could you hold me just a little bit closer tonight?
Yeah.
And we sort of, fades to black. And then it fades to Anthony's POV, and you're sitting there in your bed, and then you just hear...
Alright, fuck this, I'm sleeping on the roof.
You walk out on the roof and it's just this shark standing in the rain like, it's cold out here tonight.
You go back down to the bar and Norman is just blackout drunk.
I am passed out, head first on the bar.
There's no safe.
I have a sleeping bag. I'm just gonna walk 500 feet away from the bar and just sleep outside in town.
You guys, like everyone that isn't Cody and Littlefeather set up camp somewhere outside of town.
We just spent 25 gold on those rooms and we're not using them.
Does anybody just sleep like normal people around here?
I'm gonna vomit.
This is already the best episode.
This is great. Episode 31 is the episode. All right.
I'm gonna throw up.
I wander out in the woods to sleep. Do I accidentally run into the dog?
No. Okay.
Beat job hurt? I don't know.
He was
a beat
hawk.
job?
He turned into a hawk.
Yeah. So what's
they
a
can
hawk
figure it
stick
out.
like? Is
All right,
basically
this is the reason why we faded out, so we didn't have to
We
talk.
fade out.
Yeah.
Everything past the fade out is fan fiction. Okay.
Yeah, it's the morning now. You go down to the. I guess you guys are reconvening at the bar.
I will walk back to the bar.
Yeah.
In the morning.
Yeah.
Cody, I swear to God, you better not be in a good mood.
Cody is beaming when he walks down the
Yeah.
Good morning, guys.
Bondslaw, I am feeling great. Every time I sleep, I feel amazing. Who wants to arm wrestle? You, bartender? You, Cody? You look strong today.
You know what, Boneslaw? I'm feeling strong, but I don't really care about my strength right now.
What?
Yeah,
What?
I'm winning in other ways. Boneslaw, I used to think a lot like you, but I think there's
Sad as your
something about this
childhood.
world which has really opened up my mind.
Sounds like he's got post-nut clarity.
This is like post-nut epiphany. Like you have sex one time and you suddenly become one with the universe.
Yeah.
You become whole. So each of these attacks is going to kill. Are you killing or non-lethally? So, you okay? So you've killed 3 Sulkin guards here.
Because the first one was a crit, I'm just gonna assume that the bat lighting on fire just scared a guy and
Yeah.
was like, "What?" And I just fully was like, "Okay," and just knocked his goddamn head.
Yeah, and his
the
head goes flying off.
The second guy, I'm just gonna do straight down vertical, trying to crush and cave in a skull.
Yeah, you crush his skull and his body immolates. He falls down to the ground. And final
And
guy.
then the final guy, I'm just going to take the baseball bat and I'm going to try and like break both of his knees, but I guess I did it so hard he died.
Yes, yeah. His legs come clean off and the blood fountains out of his legs and he dies.
Oh, man.
For the improvised weapon, instead of trying to like actually grab or take anything, can I just like grab one of the guards and toss him towards Bonesaw and say, "Here's your weapon"? Thank you.
This is what I'm going to say. You can use the body as the improvised weapon, and in that swing, you also pass it off to Boneslaw.
Does the improvised weapon light on fire too, meaning the body just bursts into flame?
It's the body is already on fire because it's one of the guys you killed.
Yeah.
So sure, it also does fire damage. That hits.
Oh my god.
So that also kills another guy. So
One-man army.
You smash into 3 people with your bat, and then you pick up one of their smoldering
shit,
corpses, swing it round, and just fucking annihilate another guy.
He is in his zone.
And you throw it
In
off
his
to
element.
Boneslaw. Boneslaw then grabs it. Weird. This feels like not arm wrestling anymore. So he picks up the body and as you throw it to him, and he just starts smacking it on people. Wait, it's on fire! It also does the d6 damage. Oh, so it does kill. So his
Oh my god, you've killed like 4 or 5
you
people
killed
by now.
5 people as you pass it on. He fucking uses the flaming carcass to take down another guy. Shit, that's like half their forces.
Jesus
The
fuck.
shark is just going to crack his neck and go, "I've been waiting for this
Dude.
day."
The shark, you're about to take 5 attacks. 1,
Hope
2,
all of these
3,
miss. That
4.
misses, that misses, that hits, that misses, that misses. I think 1 hits.
Yeah, there's no way.
Yeah, my armor class is 16.
Yeah, so
1 hit.
so
Wow.
Holy shit.
and the shark, you do have riposte if you want to use it. So
I do want repose.
so they all come at you with their knives, like 5 of them, genuinely swinging at you, and you're fucking blocking them and dodging around them. One of them does manage to nick you for 8 damage, so take that off your sheet.
Okay.
What's hilarious is none of us can see this.
Yeah, no, we're out of there.
He just went fucking insane.
All right, you're just swinging your bat around. You hit 2 of them. Yeah, you killed 2 of them.
Can I pull out someone's throat and throw it at someone else?
Ew.
I'm gonna say of the person you killed with the first attack, yes. Okay, that hits. So
I hurt a guy with a throat.
you batter someone first, then you grab the throat and you throw it at one of the guys that's like further away, and that is gonna kill him. So it goes straight through their forehead. He collapses. Boneslaw punches one and just knocks. Arm goes through his face. Boneslaw! This is kind of fun. Maybe a little bit more fun than arm wrestling. I don't know. 50-50. You got two main hand attacks with your baseball bat. How do you want to kill one of them?
I just want it to be like, you know, like in action movies where they try to transition from the high intensity, like, rah, scene to like suddenly like the music cuts out and someone's still hitting a guy and it's like, stop. that vibe. There's a guy coming up to me, and it's just like I hit him in a way, and it's like you hear someone be like, "That's my father," and I'm like, "Good." You're like, "It's a problem."
Okay, again, yeah. That sulking it was bring your child to work day, and his daughter is there, and she's dressed like a mini knight because she's.
Oh, that's the fourth person.
That's the fourth.
Oh my god.
Wait, is it really? Because you would hit her with one of those rolls. No.
Yeah, I'll kill a kid. I don't care.
Fuck! The shark has gone back and forth on this so many times.
All right, then the 12 with the improvised weapon would hit the child. So you.
Are we the baddies?
Yes.
1 in 9.
That kills the child. So you fucking kill the dad. The child goes, "Daddy, what's going on?" You turn around to her.
I just say, "You'll see him soon." That's the end of it.
Fucking pulverize her. 2 of them are going to swing their swords at you, the shark, and 1 critically fails. Before you riposte, the guy who critically failed is just going to hit the guy who was already injured, which will probably kill him, which it does. He brings down his sword, and Boneslaw like deflects the sword, and the sword flies through the air and hits the other guy square in the forehead, and he collapses. You can riposte now on the remaining guy. You hit. His sword flies out of his hand, and as he's looking at his hand stunned, you come up, and how do you want to kill this last sulking army man?
I'll just hit him with the baseball bat. Can I knock his jaw off?
Yes. You plant your feet, you swing your baseball bat, you hit his jaw with such ferocity, the jaw flies into the distance, and you hear in the distance a da-da-da-da-da-da! Home run!
The shark to himself is gonna go, "I really hope this is all just a dream."
You have a bunch of dead guard bodies around you. The smell of blood and tears and sweat permeates the air. You're there with Boneslaw. Boneslaw's like, "I guess they were not good at arm wrestling."
I'm just gonna say I may have gone too far in a few ways. So let's not talk to the rest of the guys about it ever again.
We tell them lie.
Let's just tell them we dealt with a few guards, got a little physical, but no one.
Nobody, no die.
Yeah,
we don't mention the death.
Just say you convinced everyone to do arm wrestling.
Man in armor would be very upset with us, I think. Me, yeah. I have killed before. It's accident happens.
Yeah, accidents.
I break arm, they bleed out in hospital. It's why I'm banned from this city.
I reach out to shake his hand, and I'm like, "Well done, you did good. But if you tell anyone, I'm gonna fucking kill you." Okay?
Oh, don't worry. Maybe we should hide body. I will dig hole.
Okay, you dig a hole and get rid of the bodies. I'm gonna make sure the guys don't come to the front door.
Okay, you leave to me. I dig hole.
Okay, and I'm just gonna walk through the door that those guys were guarding.
Okay.
Okay.
Long live.
Just headbutt the fuck out of him.
I'll let you use your improvised weapon, which is your head. Blood pouring down your face. He cracks his skull and collapses down to the ground. Everyone in the tea party starts screaming, and they start running around. The shark, if you turn around, you see the entire party is now outside in the courtyard.
Hold up, can I do a sanity? How do I do a sanity check that I'm not like succumbing to PTSD right now?
Wisdom saving throw.
Oh God, no!
You got this. You got it. Come on. Yeah.
Critical fail. The shark, you hear all the screaming, people running around, and all of a sudden, you're in the trenches. You hear bombs going off. You hear bullet fire, screaming people. There's your. Did you have any friends when you were in the war, in the trenches that you suppressed? There's
my brother.
Your brother, Jacques. Your brother Jacques is in your arms, and he's bleeding out. And he puts his hand up, and he says your real name, but you don't hear it. You just hear every time he says your real name, you just hear like a high-pitched screeching noise. And he's like, it was a mistake. You've got to live, please, for our mother. Please, you've got. And you see the light sort of fade from his eyes. And then you're sort of fading in and out of this trenched warlike reality and the palace. What do you want to do?
The shark curls into a ball.
Oh, wow. Yeah, everyone else turns around. I mean, you land and you could see into the foyer a bunch of screaming guests and this blood-soaked man in the fetal position on the ground.
That's a weird way for him to distract everybody, but I guess it worked.
I think Cody's dad died in the Vietnamese War.
Oh, okay.
He
We learned a lot of lore today.
He knew a lot of veterans from that conflict, so he saw a lot of people with PTSD. Would he recognize that he is having a little bit of an episode right now?
I guess out of anyone, Cody would.
I feel like Cody's like, how old did he say he was? Did he fight in a war?
I'm honestly still trying to figure out if he's just an insane person or if he's actually from, like, when he says he is. I don't know.
Jeez, we need to get out of here. And Cody will run over and just, like, take hold of the shark and try and pull him out towards the entrance.
All right, you are having sandwiches thrown at you as you're doing this.
All right.
Oh, it's Dr. John!
Like, but the shark, from your point of view, these are grenades and bullets flying past you as someone is pulling you into cover. Tony, it's just fucking like a jam donut.
A hoagie lands next to you and tomatoes come out and it's like shrapnel, like hitting you in the face.
That'd be a very awkward because now that Norman, like, the mission's kind of going well, Norman picks up a sandwich and starts eating it as he just sees me picking up a grenade and take a bite. Like,
it's such an insane movie sequence in slow motion. You dragging out the shark. It's like cutting between the sandwiches and the bullets and the grenades. Okay, as you guys get to the entrance, you see Boneslaw, and there's a giant mound of dirt behind him, and he goes, "Hey guys, it is nice to see you guys. Nothing happened."
Can I piece 2 and 2 together?
Insight.
Here?
Give me a really easy insight check. You succeed. You needed a 5.
There's like a leg sticking out of it.
Yeah. He's standing there, blood all over his body, like nothing happened. But like in a...
The shark went through some serious stuff recently. The shark is gonna, on this trip, have some silent nights, smoking a cigarette, having a rough time. And one night, he's gonna finally feel ready. He's gonna ask his best friend, Norman, who probably doesn't feel the same way, but that's okay with the shark.
The shark, I do consider you a friend.
That's hurtful. Not best. There's an absence of that.
You know what? It's more than the other guys could probably say, consider you killed William Shakespeare and used his body as a weapon.
The shark goes, that's kind of what I wanted to talk to you about. I've never really told anyone about this. Violence has been in my life since before I was born. I killed my brother in the womb, that's true. My parents held it against me my whole life. Said I was born a sinner. Put me down the path I'm on today. When the war came about, seemed like I found my calling. Get to go over to Europe, fight for what's right. I bathed in blood. And I found a new type of brother. Not by blood, but by experience. He died with me in those trenches. I didn't handle after the war too well. Came home, but not really. Struggled. Joined a gang. Found more violence. But I couldn't even handle it there. I was known for losing control. Killing people didn't need killing. Took my meds. They didn't help. I was finally on my way to get institutionalized. Fell asleep in the back of a truck on the way to the loony bin. I woke up here.
This is the first time I believe you. This sounds real and authentic.
It is. But I came here and I thought I might be able to escape the violence, but I was wrong. It's still in me. And I needed to stop. I accidentally killed a kid here. It's not the world that's a problem. I thought it was the world. It's me. I'm the fucking problem. I killed a baby in front of its parents, and I felt nothing in the moment. In fact, I think it felt good. I'm pledging from this day forward, I won't kill another person in this world. I'll fight. I'll hurt. No one else dies by my hand. And from here on out, I'm fighting passively. There's not going to be a kill strike from the shark again. Ooh. That's for you, Rustage. He's done.
Oh,
there will not be more death at the shark's hand.
Oh, wow. Gosh.
Wow. I put my hand on the shark's shoulder. I believe you. The violence is definitely in you, and you could definitely, and sometimes it's necessary, but you could do it. You could do it. And I give the shark a hug.
Good. I want to clarify. I will still hurt people, like, as soon as you want me to. You let me know. I'm really good at that.
I want to clarify. I'm still a fucking asshole. but
I won't kill unless it's in the last defense of my or one of y'all's lives, and there's no other option.
So I like that the shark has changed the canonical beginning of this campaign?
Yeah.
You were not in a van on the way to the loony bin when you got transported into this world. You were in an alley breaking someone's legs.
He thought he was in the alley.
Yeah.
That's what he was fantasizing about in the back of the van. Okay.
Yeah.
So only Norman gets this.
What about Boneslaw? You killed together.
Yeah, you did kill a lot of people together.
Yeah, but Boneslaw, even with the dead kid, was like, yeah. So like,
Boneslaw's the bad influence here. The shark. So, the shark. You have started walking away with the blood guard, and he has his helmet off at the moment. He looks over to you. He says, "So what is your name, my friend?"
you know, I'm gonna tell you something I haven't even told my friends. And that's my real name.
There's no way.
There's no way this is what he says
that
his
you
name.
say your real name to this random guard.
The shark's real name and my real name is Wilhelm Javis Jr.
Wow.
And I just want to know.
Is that fact?
How did?
Is his name
Yeah.
Wilhelm?
Yeah,
In
Wilhelm.
the current
Javis.
reality of his mind, yes.
I just want to know. How did we end up here? You and me both. Walking around people with violence all over them.
I was born here and it was a good paying job, but...
Is it what you wanted to do?
No, I wanted to be a lawyer, but they wouldn't. I did not pass the exams.
Why didn't you try again, man?
I didn't know they let you try more than once.
They do. All you gotta do is, just save up a little money. Maybe go work at a local shop you enjoy and just save up, study in your spare time. You can do it next year. Like, would you rather be being paid well for a job you hate, or do you want to buckle down, maybe sleep on a futon in the corner for a couple of years, and then be doing what you love for a living down the road? You know what I'm saying?
This is such a good point. We're not allowed to leave, and
Who's stopping you?
me, I guess.
Your biggest enemy?
I am part of the group that's stopping me.
You are the biggest thing stopping you. What you got to do, and this is from someone who has wandered this world for the better part of however long I've been here now, and you just gotta fight for what you really think is going to make you happy. Like, you're not going to end up sleeping well at night and having the family that supports and loves you for who you truly are, doing a job that you hate 8 hours of the day. You're going to come home, you're going to take that on them because I don't want to say you're human, but you're a sentient being who has stress.
Sulking.
Yeah,
yes.
you're sulking. I'm sulking right now with you. And I think the best thing for us both is to start practicing and preaching what our heart really wants. And I don't mean that in some kind of religious way. I don't mean that in some kind of like prophecy way. I just mean like
I've talked about my dreams with my fellow Blood Force members, and they've all laughed at me. You're the first man to take me seriously,
Dude, fuck those dudes. They're not even your friends, are they? When was the last time one of them helped you, like, just in your day-to-day life, going out of their way out of
you're
kindness
right.
of heart?
It's so nice to meet you.
Can I pay for a drink for you? We just have a good afternoon. When was the last time you just had a good afternoon?
You want to go to Dick's?
Let's go to Dick's. All right.
Okay,
so him and I go to Dick's.
So we're going to cut away. All right, well, let's go.
That's done for you guys.
Unreal. So I guess when we learned in a previous episode the shark's name is Brenner, that was just a lie.
Wilhelm Brenner Javis Jr.
Yes, my fault.
Okay.
The shark. You've just entered Dick's with your new sulking friend, and you sit down at the bar. My name is Julag, by the way. I've been talking about my dreams, but what are your dreams?
I think I'm going to become, I don't want to go home anymore. I don't want to go back to that life. You know what I did in another world?
What did you do? What do you mean?
I lived in this other world. I just broke legs. I broke so many legs. I can tell you the difference between a healthy knee crunch and an unhealthy knee crunch.
We've all done things that we regret. There have been people that I have hurt that I was just following orders, and I imagine you were just doing the same.
Sometimes, other times it just was like practice. Like you get in a bar fight intentionally, and then you're like, I'm going to break this guy's knees because that's what my boss is going to ask me to do on Monday. So I'm like, I'm going to get good at it. I don't regret it. That's not the right word. I savored it when it happened. In fact, I look forward to it.
But you don't look forward to it anymore.
I wish I was doing it actively right now, but I know it's wrong.
I see. But sometimes, it's like nature versus nurture. We are raised to think that certain things are right, when it's only through experience that we find out that they're wrong, and we take the necessary actions to change who we are. I feel like, Wilhelm, you were raised in an environment where what you were doing was right, and the bloodlust just sort of came naturally. But now that you understand that it's not the right thing to do, you are evolving as a person. I mean,
I see what you're saying. Nature provided the knees, and nurture made me think I should break them. When
exactly.
in reality, maybe I shouldn't.
Yeah, exactly, right? I'm saying that you are a good man at heart. I know that because most people would find out that, and they wouldn't care, but you care. The fact that you are having this crisis proves that you are a good man at heart. We must do our best to atone for our sins. I'm going to become a lawyer, and I will defend those who are in need. When I die, I would like to have helped more than I have harmed. Maybe you should say the same. That way we could become better people together.
Yeah, I like that. You know what? And here's my symbol that I'm going to do this. And I'm going to hand him my Tommy gun and say, I don't need that anymore.
I don't know what this is, but thank you.
You pull that little lever thing, and anyone who tries to stop you from being a lawyer will no longer be a problem.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Do you want a hug?
Yeah.
All right, and you guys hug.
I call over the barkeep, and after giving my Tommy gun to the stranger who seems like a kind of nice dude, I tell the bartender, and I'm giving you my bat. And I hand him it, and I say, hang this high above your bar, because it is the end of an era, and this carries more weight than you'll ever know in terms of the amount of blood that's probably soaked into it.
Well, thank you. You still have to pay for your drinks, though.
Fuck!
To be continued. Shark, are you okay? All your clothes apparently have burned off. Are you burned anywhere? How's your junk? Are you okay?
I'm freshly shaved, you could say, and spiritually awakened.
Wilhelm, are you okay? Julak comes over to you.
Who the hell is Wilhelm?
He just points over to the shark.
Are you giving people fake names again?
Wilhelm, you didn't.
Is that your real name?
You didn't lie to me, did you?
No, that's my real name.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No, that's my name. My name's Wilhelm.
I thought your name was The.
I'll get some of the spare robes and put them on.
Yeah. You put on a spare robe. Little Feather tells the Cody, I could fire my arrows through the flames at Chairman Cerebrum. Oh, she double crit! She double crit! She double crit with disadvantage! She double crit with disadvantage! That's gonna double the 2d6 extra fire damage she was gonna do. So she does that plus 4d6. She kills Chairman Cerebrum!
Yes, Little Feather! No shot. Yo.
All right.
Double crit.
So the statues just stop working then, I guess?
That's hilarious, dude.
I don't think I'll ever learn my lesson about having like a really weak guy that like animates strong things because he dies immediately and the strong things.
You gotta give him like a globe of invulnerability or something because otherwise.
But he thought it would work. So Little Feather pulls back the arrow. I mean, she got a double crit with disadvantage. The arrow flies off, penetrates Norman's wall of fire for the extra combo damage, bursts of flames, and hits him in his giant, bulging cerebrum. And it pops like a giant zit and splatters brains everywhere. As you head back down the stairs to the face, the elevator comes up, and standing at the top of the elevator is a very bloodied and beaten Polmo who has now been freed, and she's huffing and puffing, and she's got a squadron of blood force around her, and she points a finger at you guys. I told you that you would regret this. Where is Cerebrum?
He's dead.
The bird killed him.
Yes, I did. It was me that killed him.
Not an accurate statement.
He's dead.
Then that means, she turns to the blood force, that I have total control over everything that goes on inside this city.
All right, before she goes on a big spiel.
Before she monologues.
What are we doing here?
Can we just try and talk to the blood force and be like...
Yeah, she's got that 15 men around her.
Okay,
so...
Then I'm just going to say it. I'm going to address the blood force. I'm like, your leaders are dead. Everyone in the city needs to evacuate because this entire thing is going to collapse in just a few hours.
They are lying to you. Do we want to let's do a persuasion contest. Homer says, these people are lying to you. The place is only going to explode because of what they are going to do. They are sabotaging, but if you kill them right now, you will be safe. And you don't need to face the wilds of the desert. You could be safe here where you will be loved and nurtured by God.
There is a settlement like a few miles over that way.
These are not the wild deserts. You can just go to a city. We came from one. We are here to free everyone that's inside of this golem.
They want to take the heart of Corpus. They want to take the beating heart of all the men and women in this city.
No.
We will rise up against these terrorists. We will fight for God and for justice and for the deaths of Cerebrum, for Chairman Loeb.
So the chairman with the big brain couldn't handle us. Counselor Loeb couldn't handle us. Bone couldn't handle us. You think you 15 Blood Force could handle us?
See how they threaten you.
Yeah, I am
These men
threatening
are
you
terrorists.
guys.
They are evil.
You either leave with your lives now for free. We're setting you guys free because we want to go free and leave as well, or you fight us and die. It's option A or option B.
Sure, I'm going to piggyback off what Norman's saying. Is like, yeah, I was trying to do this a nice way, but I'm saying, if you guys don't turn around and leave now, everyone here dies.
That was in character.
Damn.
That's actually almost a crit for her.
I can't beat it. I can't actually beat it unless if I was to crit this, Rustage,
You have
would
advantage
allow
though
me?
with Eagle Splendor.
This is what will be. Okay.
Because I only
What do you-
I have 0 in intimidation.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yes.
I can't beat that number.
Okay.
But if I was to
Crit
critically
it.
succeed,
Yeah, because to be fair, her roll was 1 off a crit. So we'll say this: if you crit this, it will succeed.
what? That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Ooh yeah, baby!
How are you gonna crit another one?
That's what I'm talking about. The eagle behind me was Little Feather, bitch.
It didn't even need advantage for that. It was the first number.
God, I love it.
They turn around.
I guess, yeah, the word that they end on is just like, you can either turn around and evacuate, or everyone here dies.
I'm intimidated by that. Holy shit.
Yeah. And they turn around to face Pomo, and they see that Pomo's bleeding and broken. She looks weak,
Kinda
like she's
crazy,
already
too.
lost.
Sort of crazy.
They could smell the dead bodies. They saw the carnage that happened in the church, and they're not paid enough for this. And one of them that was slapped earlier by General Bone goes, you know what? Actually, yeah, fuck this. Fuck this. If a choice between guaranteed freedom or potential death, I will choose guaranteed freedom. Let's go, boys. And and Pomo turns around and says, "No, you cannot betray me like this."
Did they shove her out of the elevator and just fuck off?
Well, they're just taking the elevator down.
Is Pomo going with them?
No, Pomo's on her podium.
Oh, right.
And now
yeah,
she's
okay.
left alone in a room with all of you.
All right, I'm just gonna walk past her and just like we're
What
doing
are
our
you
thing,
doing?
right?
Don't. She looks around desperately. No,
Ma'am, please.
my life,
Yeah, we're just
everything
gonna
I've
walk
worked
past her.
for, everything that I've ever worked for, I was pretty happiness, and everyone betrays me in the end.
As I walk by, I'm gonna go, hey, don't go chasing waterfalls.
Yep.
I am the one that makes the waterfalls.
Pomo, if you want to die and go down with the ship, then you could just stay here. But otherwise, if you don't want to die, you should probably come with us.
Is it a coward to die? Was it cowardly to not? Pomo looks up and there's tears.
We got
in
an
her
entire
eyes.
city to evacuate. We got stuff to do.
And she's gonna go up the stairs into the brain room.
Okay.
All right.
There's a little microphone on like a control panel.
All right, who's gonna do this?
I think it's probably best if I make
Yeah.
the announcement with bardic inspiration.
Let's do
Okay,
it.
but I do want you to throw in there, just at the very end, for me, if you don't mind, at least one of the things that I said.
All right, Cody, the microphone's all
We can
yours.
tack it on at the
I'm
very
gonna
end if you want
press
to.
the
Cody.
little button.
I would do that. Yeah, you go ahead with that. Yeah.
Trust me, I know the perfect thing to say. The shark is really excited. Or the pit bull is really excited right now. I can get
You run
everyone
it
out.
by us first, or
Yes, I say the system has got you victim to your own mind. Okay.
Julak's like, this is good. This is good. I write
And
it down.
so what you got to do
Yeah.
is go out of the world, and I know that you want me. I can see it in your eyes. Okay.
I mean, look, Pitbull. I'm a fire guy. I'm a fire inspector. When you want people to evacuate a building, you want it to be clear, concise, and to the point. You don't want it to be too complex. I like the lyrics. I do.
Let's do
Okay,
it.
but I do want you to throw in there, just at the very end, for me, if you don't mind, at least one of the things that I said.
All right, Cody, the microphone's all yours.
Tack it on at the very end if you want
press
to.
the little button.
People of Corpus, I need your attention. This is an emergency announcement. Cerebrum is dead. Lobe is dead. General Bone is dead. Your leaders have fallen, and soon the golem will too. This is an emergency evacuation. Please leave via the legs now. The blood force will assist. I know you want me.
Was that what you...
This is not a drill. Please evacuate now.
Okay, I'm doing my persuasion.
And you have
with advantage.
Yes.
15.
15's perfect. 15's perfect. Is it time to go to the heart, to the source? Your 4 valves in hand. Take the elevator down to the chest. You're starting to see people leaving their houses and they're funneling towards the bottom of the city. People running, they're taking elevators down. Some people are just jumping and some people are jumping off, climbing down, clambering down the body, getting to the legs as quickly as possible.
There's definitely going to be some fatalities from this. Okay.
We'll wait for a while once we're happy that most people are out.
Everyone inserts their valves. Wait, can we do like a 3, 2, 1 and you all do a turning motion at the same time?
Okay, yeah.
Everyone put your hands up.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
And some of those were not the same motion, but yeah.
the doors open.
And I'm gonna take the heart.
You
relic.
grab it with both hands. You take it out.
Yeah.
And as you do, the 4 valve tunnels fall off the giant orb.
Oh shit! So we're stuck up here.
And the whole thing starts to shake and rumble, and your giant orb comes off like a giant hamster ball and starts plummeting and bouncing off all the different houses and things in the city. And now the entire place is rumbling and crumbling. Sandstone collapses. We'll do some skill challenges. So, Norman, are you casting Levitate? I will say, the object itself is lighter than 500 pounds. And even though it's carrying something heavier than that contained within it. So, you cast Levitate on the ball, and now you're floating in the middle of Corpus.
This was just to give us a second to think. What are we going to do?
I'm going to cast Gust. On the outside of the
you can do that. There are little holes, so you would be able to do that.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna try and gust and push us towards
like a wall. You could see giant bits of sandstone coming off the edge of the body of the giant golem. So little bits of sunlight, and there are weak points all over. Nothing big enough for the ball yet. You got 10
so
people.
10 of us.
10 of you inside this levitating ball. Gust of wind.
I just want to point out real quick, the target floats gently to the ground when my spell ends.
Okay, so when your spell ends, we won't just crash to the floor.
No, we don't just instantly
crash. You want to get out of this building.
You could just cast it and then end concentration immediately and just
because of the amount of people in the ball, it is slow, but you're slowly meandering towards one of the walls. Anthony the Shark, either of you now have an opportunity to do anything.
I'm gonna cast Featherfall on 5 of us just in case something happens, so we don't die if we fall. Little Feather can fly. So I'll do Featherfall on the 4 of us plus Boneslaw. So there you go.
Boneslaw stands on the edge in the opening of the orb, and you see the cracks in the wall that you're trying to escape from, and he goes, "It is Boneslaw time." And he leaps into the air, Featherfall, triple log jump, and he's going to punch this wall.
He
critically succeeds the athletic check. He got a crit with athletic. It's a 30. 30 means that you can get past impossible odds. So
all 4 arms at once.
All 4 arms smash the wall, and the weak sand crumbles around him, and it creates a hole big enough for your orb to slowly float through.
I'm still gusted. I'm just gusting, trying to push us through this hole as the thing's collapsing.
He's feather falling now down towards the desert, and your orb goes through the hole, sort of like an anal bead. And
yes, an elegant anal bead. Yeah.
You know when like an anal bead comes out, sort of
rustage. Language.
Okay. Just so that people can picture the way that this giant orb is coming out of the sky. Like his head is falling apart.
Oh god, that's sad.
All of the sand and parts of his his body that was like solid is now turning into just like running sand that's dripping into the dunes. You can see Palmo, who is standing on top of Corpus's head, and she's praying and looking up into the sky as she goes down with the giant sand mech. And you see pools of people dodging falling rocks and stuff in the sands, and your orb is now sort of floating away.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
End the spell.
And the orb floats down and lands into the sand.
I want to find the brain of the golem.
You see it sort of squirming there, sort of pulsating in the desert.
It's still alive?
Yes.
Then this is awkward.
And then it dies.
It lasted all night, and then it died at that exact moment.
You see it take its final like moments.
That I want to try. I'm going to use a 5th level spell slot, my only 5th level spell slot, to try and cast Reincarnate.
Oh, this is why you have to do it in the morning.
Now, Reincarnate is a spell that brings any creature back to life in a new body, not the race or species that it was.
The DM rolls.
The DM has to rolls to see what the race is.
Well, I have to make a new table because it's not those races exist. All right,
there we go.
So that's the list. We're going to roll a d8 and we're going to go.
Okay. So it's working. Wait, is the spell working?
Oh, okay.
It's one of those.
Who's the unknown race?
So
that's awesome.
you use it on the brain, and then the
Yeah.
brain starts to like disperse into this weird energy, and it starts. It zips to a whole bunch of different like bricks and stones and sand on the ground, and it pulls itself together. And then it sort of opens its eyes, and it's this like weird sand creature. It's honestly probably the most appropriate thing for a reincarnated sand golem to be.
Yeah, that's really funny that worked out.
Yeah.
Hello? Where am I? What happened to me? This is, for context, this is the race that Ix, the pumpkin people, and a couple other things that you've encountered are.
So they're like their souls are the actual race, or like their
Yes, the race is the soul, and then
they pull together whatever shit's around them, and they make into what. That's cool.
Yeah, and you've encountered it a few times, and every time they die, it's that wisp thing goes up into the sky. If you remember when the pumpkin people died, and when
I guess.
The stones start forming, like it starts taking control of the dead body.
He
just takes over the entire corpus again.
He becomes a golem again.
Yeah.
It's got like hair made out of like paper and stuff from the city, like cloth. So it's made of stone and cloth.
I reach out my hand to shake his hand.
He looks down at your hand. He goes, "What is this?"
Oh, it's a handshake. It's a friendly greeting.
Handshake, friend. What is friend?
Like a good guy.
Good.
We're friends, right? We could be.
He grabs your hand.
Yeah.
Where am I? What happened to me?
You died. But you got better.
I died.
Yeah. You were the city. Do you remember anything?
I remember when I was born and then walking around in the desert for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years.
Any idea why you had to do that?
I don't remember anymore. It feels like I was made for a purpose. I was born for a reason. I don't know if I fulfilled it.
I think this is a new start, okay? I think you get to decide what that purpose is now.
Yeah.
And I point down at the glass, the broken glass dome, and I'm like,
yeah,
this was your cage, this was your home, but you're free
this guy's
now.
eyes are made out of parts of that shattered glass.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow, yeah.
My home.
You can do whatever you like. And if you don't know what that is yet, then you can come with us for now.
Yeah, looks down. Okay. Sorry.
For what?
I am not used to this.
Yeah. No, I mean, it probably takes a while to get used to.
Okay. And he walks, looking around, confused at himself. Okay. And he starts following you.
Okay, I guess I'll lead him back to the group.
Who challenges?
Is he a person wearing a
hound?
Yeah.
Whoa, whoa, he says.
Yo, this fit is crazy.
Roy, real recognize real, right? Let's get to it.
You wouldn't happen to be the bard god, would you?
Ooh, yes, I am. And I'm here to take you down. And he spins his microphone in hand in rhyme.
That's cool.
All right, so he has to lose the rap battle.
All right, well, and speaking of professional rapper, it is Cody to begin.
Yeah,
he'll do 4 bars, you do 4 bars, and then he'll do 4 bars, you do 4 bars. He goes
I can
first.
take you.
You think so?
Bring it.
It's easy to outplay a man who can't even recognize the chessboard. He's weak as well as stupid. Cody, what were all those reps for? His clothes are more outdated than his 80s records. He's literally milking it, and I'm beating on that dead horse.
Yo, off the top, off the temple, like palladium. Our crew getting so fucking big it could fill a stadium.
I cast enlarge on him when he says that.
Step to me, I call lightning. It gets stormy. If I need to bring the heat, I call on the homie Lil Normie.
Oh! Okay, that's 4, that's 4. We 12 gods, we gon' live forever. Say you bring the storm, to me that's just shitty weather. What can I say? We just did it better. You think you're tough because you got little feather on your little feather.
Oh! Peep it. Listen, guys, I'm turning my pie. He obviously doesn't know us. Let me give you a refresher. We're the otherworldly brewery, known for big batches of beer. I've been a beast since before I could change into eels, lions, and deers. I'm Cody Laurent. I'll leave this bitch barred in tears. I'm Cody fucking Laurent. I've been known for big bars for years.
Oh, shit! Oh, God, that's so much better than anything I have written. Right. Oh, okay, I'm excited for these other guys.
Twitch poll, 73% Cody.
Cody, all right.
Bring it home.
The audience go, Cody! Norman, are you ready for your battle?
Yeah. Okay.
All right, he goes to Norman. Fine. Norman, this is easy. I mean, even your parents hate you. All the girls you like won't date you. But I've seen the books you read, motherfucker, and they ain't even in your age group. Whoa! Whoa!
That was weak. That was weak.
All right, Norman, it's just 4 bars. Go ahead.
My bars never miss, just like my magic missiles.
Oh! Okay. What's your rhyme for missile?
Call yourselves the Hound. Well, here's a leash. Here's a leash. I'm the big boss now. Audience, that was your cue to bow.
Oh, okay, nice. Okay, his next one. You're so awkward. This is like a classroom show and tell. You can't retort because you don't even know your spells. The only way you overwhelm is with your potent smell. That's why when you propose the Whizzle, she would rather go to hell.
Oh, shots fired.
All right, final bars.
I shouldn't. All right. Cody's getting carried away.
All you do is attack me for my spells, but the whole reason you're rapping is to avoid those same spells. You diss these spells, but when the audience bowed, they did a wave, just like my thunder wave that's going to put this entire arena
into the ground?
Go craze.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Still good.
Me and Rooster are thinking of the same rhyme
scheme. Yeah. He switched it up on us. All right, we'll do a round 2. Okay, that is a victory for Hound. It is now the Shark. Pitbull, the Shark. You have no grip on reality. Keep on giving on loans but can't afford a personality. What's the next animal in your namesake menagerie? I'm betting on a cockroach or something in that category. Whoa.
I think you're forgetting you're talking to the man who killed Shakespeare. Now let me turn around and take that lyrical weird and make you fear.
Ooh.
I'm a shark. Ain't nobody gonna fuck with my bark. You've got a dog mask on. Nah, Fido Chic already not my spawn.
He was going to
my baby. I'm more afraid of Finn, Now get away from me.
Okay, all right. I know you tried to make amends, but the damage has been done. You misfire so much, it's like how you're handling your gun. Ironic, you're from the 1920s, where you're flapping with your gums, and your only hobby is ammunition runs and abandoning your son.
Oh! This isn't fair! Crazy!
It's true, I'm a very neglectful father. You know so much about us. I don't know anything about you. Relevance to this world. My legend spreads before me. You're here trying to add shock value when you ain't got nothing to entertain me. I'll fucking kill you.
And he means that shit.
Sometimes you just need something that spits to the heart, alright. Well, the shark wins this one, according to Twitch chat.
They all got intimidated by I'll fucking kill you.
Kill you.
Wait, he knew so much about us. Can I just make up facts about him? I'll be like, I know you got that stripper pregnant. I'm coming at you like Pusha T. I can call this an easy meal. Call that dog meat. Like, that's pretty easy.
Yeah, that's really
I
good.
just need to like make it up.
Yeah, you could make shit up about him.
But you win. Shark wins.
Shark wins.
There we go.
That was a good one. Right. That was the audience screams, Shark! I mean, it is now Anthony's turn in terms of initiative order. So, do you want to
I
rap
can
battle?
try the rap thing. I've been taking notes back here.
Whoa. Tell me, Anthony, you ain't nothing without a strong suit. Ironic that you're a firefighter, can't deal with all these hot fumes. You have no impact. No, wait. I've already forgot you. Looking like a reject from a manufactured pop group.
Ooh, okay.
Whoa.
This is Anthony Schmidt, back from the future. When I'm done with you, Hound, you're gonna need some sutures.
Ooh. It's a 4-bar. You've got 2 more.
I do not know how to do it, so that is what you're getting.
Okay.
getting.
He goes to the next one. That's just a really
You
long
better sit
4-bar.
and listen, just like a good boy in your little shitting.
Yeah. There you go.
Yo.
Is this a double team? That's crazy.
Yo, they come in double team. No rules against it. Cody
All
could
right, there we go. Double teaming. All right, cool.
Next
I'm
verse.
helping me out of here.
Oh, Tony was interesting. Not you. Looking like a child in a costume. They're only with you because they have no choice, not because they want to. Looking like you'd be working in some corporate stock room.
All right.
That's not true. That's not true, Anthony.
Raise up the heat. Raise up the heat. Get out of the kitchen. Stupid dog. Quit all of your bitching.
Oh! That's one! Boom! Boom! All right.
All right.
And it looks like Anthony's winning this one as the audience yells, Anthony! Anthony!
I'm gonna be the only one who lost.
It is now Hachiko's turn. And Hachiko looks up and goes, woof, 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 woof.
Oh, shit.
And Hound goes, holy shit! Oh, fuck! So Cody and Hound, this is the extended cut of Cody and Hound. So you continue the rest of your verse.
All right. I'm gonna just do it all, including the bits that are repeated.
Oh, the whole thing.
Yeah, because I'll be honest, they were in different sections. Yo, off the top, off the temple like palladium, crew so big it could fill a fucking stadium. Step to me, and I call lightning. It gets stormy. Need a bit of heat? I'm calling on my homie, Lil Normie. If you want to go right now, then we can throw down. Throw a punch at Pitbull, he throw back like Motown. Way I'm changing form, it's child's play like Play-Doh. If our fighter put you in a spin, bitch, that's a Sharknado.
Oh.
You ain't a god, little bro. You're so phony. I'm grandsonning this MC like old Tony. I know you've been watching us all since you're so lonely. So here's a refresher in case you somehow don't know me. We're the Otherworldly Brewery, known for big batches of beer. I've been a beast since before I could change into eels, lions, and deer. I'm Cody LaRon. I'll leave this bitch barred in tears. I'm fucking Cody LaRon. I've been known for big bars for years.
Yo! It's insane. He's so much better at this than I am. He has that experience.
Let's rendezvous with the shark.
We know a lawyer that should be in the capital. His name's Julag.
I don't know him. Why are you looking at me?
He's the best lawyer we know, so we could try and find him.
Wait a minute. I have
to the
another.
party.
This is a stretch, but in case we need to do this, Mr. Wellington.
Yeah.
You made this necklace and you pulled me in from my time, right?
Yeah.
Can you make another one and summon my dad here because he is actually a really good lawyer?
It took me like 100 years to make your necklace.
I use the right tool for the job, and I duplicate my necklace with my skills.
Wait, is that?
Yes, I fucking can.
What is right tool for the job?
I duplicate the fucking necklace.
Infinite guy glitch. I was gonna argue that, like, yes, you would be able to recreate it and summon somebody else, but it would replace you as the artificer. At least.
All right, so I'm gonna pull up the Unearthed Arcana here and look through all of the bullshit.
And then he's just gonna un-isekai himself.
Yeah, it's okay. My dad is a really good lawyer. You know what? I'm gonna do that.
It's random. I do want to state that it's random. Okay, I mean, are you doing this?
I mean, I don't, like, if there's no guarantee I can actually choose who I isekai, then there's no point. You'll just get a random dude. Like, if I use my own blood in this thing, it has to be a member of my family. I think I could do that much.
Yeah. What if you summon, like, some kind of villain from history?
Oh, my great grandfather Antonius. Yeah, maybe him.
I am so down. I think I would rule it that you would be replaced, but you would be able to use it again and switch back. We will do a roll to determine which ancestor or child of yours it is.
Okay, guys.
How far back? Is it like to the caveman? You guys have like
I have no idea how this works.
This is what I'm going to do.
You might get a caveman.
We're going to do 2 rolls, right? We're going to do a D3 for past, present, future. Roll me a D3.
All right. Guys, I will be back. I'm just tinkering with this shit at the table, and then I just zap out of existence.
Roll me a D3. So 3 means you tinker with it, and then you activate it, and suddenly you are replaced with a guy, and he's... I mean, you could help come up with this, but this is somebody from the distant future.
Further in the future.
For potentially an alien.
Yo, cyborg lawyer.
Like a proper cyborg. You pop it like this is like 1,000 years down the line sort of guy. Yeah.
Half human, half robot.
So what does this guy look like?
I'm going fucking cyborg with it, like, you know, Terminator kind of. Like, it's so far in the future.
Yeah.
Humans have now, like, the humans all got wiped out, so we had to save ourselves by making robots to, like, suffice to be like, I am Antonius Mark 7.
Everyone, you see this cyborg pop into existence.
Antron.
Antron is his name.
And Antron 5K or Antron Mark 10 or something.
He has a time limit of a day. That's what I say. That's what you've set it up to be. I think that's your fail-safe just in case, like, they decide
so I can loop back.
So he's got a time limit of a day, but he can go back whenever he wants. And you guys just see this. Julag goes, Scheiße!
Greetings, Cody, Shark, and Norman. I am Antron. My family has been waiting for this day for 7,420 years.
He's been told this like it's a prophecy! How does he know his name? But it's like part of, like, it's a story been passed
My family
down.
has been passing this down through 7 nuclear wars and the destruction of the Earth. We have moved to Europa, the second moon of Jupiter, where humanity has begun a new life, and this day has been waiting for centuries.
Well, the good news is you know the case and we don't have to explain it to you.
I know everything about all of you.
Holy shit.
There has been a religion that has been formed and unified mankind over this prophecy.
This is fucking amazing. It's amazing.
I mean, Julag looks and he goes, I guess you guys don't need me.
I have studied all aspects of law. Also, for some reason, I was programmed to make this man feel better about himself. It is okay, Julag. You are a good human.
I am not a human.
The prophecy has been apparently muddled throughout the millennia.
I'm still young, you know.
We will still pay for your law school.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
He cuddles up next to Antron.
Thank you.
Yeah. So he like.
I have been programmed for human affection. Only 2% of my body is what you would call biological, but I have all the love.
What's
Okay.
the 2%?
The rest of the 2% is some type of gray matter that is still in my brain.
You're just a robot. I didn't know you had like
In the future, we figured out that how much of the body is actually the soul, and it turns out it's just 2% of humans. So that's the part that I have. I open my head and show him the biological parts of my body. It's just pieces of lint almost like floating in a jar like that.
Okay. Huh.
I am ready for trial whenever you are.
I guess you're making your way to the courtroom. We are approaching the end of the episode, so...
Do we have our golden brass knuckles?
Yeah, do you have your golden brass knuckles?
Yeah.
I don't want to let him into the room.
Mine have been passed down. I hold up a pair of brass knuckles that are so weathered with time. And I'm like, they have been passed down for this task.
You guys walk into the courtroom, and a door opens to the side, and Snow walks into the room. She takes her place in the judge's chair. She looks down and she smiles. And she says, I've been looking forward to this. And then we'll do
I have as well.
Let's get straight to it, shall we? Make this quick.
Indeed.
Is this your lawyer?
Yeah, this is our lawyer, Antron.
Greetings. I am ready to begin cross-examinations.
I am Bill Scruples, world-renowned lawyer, and we are pulling the otherworldly brewery to oh gosh, I'm nervous.
I am staring right at him with this most intimidating, like, robotic glare.
All of
Antron,
us in suits just looking at him.
Antron, by the way, looks like the T-1000 after he has his flesh burned off. He's like a Terminator skeleton with a visor. That's what he looks like.
They also murdered Brick. And
what? Whoa!
No, we would never do that.
Objection! Brick is alive!
Brick's alive, right? He's our friend.
Douglas looks down and says, "It's true. They killed Brick."
What?
Yeah.
I wish old Tony was here. He would cast Zone of Truth.
Do the defense have anything they want to add to this before I pass my...
I stand up with just like...
I love the idea you stand, but your metal arms just shoot through the desk instead of propelling you up because you're so strong and heavy.
Beginning defense protocol. I don't look at Douglas. I don't look at Scruples. I don't look at any of them. I look directly at Chief Justice Snow. I am come from the future, your future, to relay the sad way that your life will eventually end, and you have a choice to save everything right now. In the future I come from, you have prosecuted judgment against these people. You claim everything that you've wanted, and they go to jail forever. However, this starts a chain of events which leads you to die alone, diseased, and sad. As you sit there in dust and detritus, you wish only one thing: for your life to be renewed, and for you to go back and change everything the way it was. Therefore, I am here to make sure you don't do this. Now, Antron's voice modulates to change to Snow's voice, but an older Snow. And it's like, please, my life was wasted. I should have just let them have the brewery. I shouldn't even have bothered with them. And now I'm dying, and it's cold and lonely. Please, I wish I could just go back and change everything. That is why I am here. You have the fate of the world in your hands, Snow.
Is he just lying?
Well, okay.
I mean, he's a lawyer.
Right.
Yeah, he's the best lawyer.
Snow looks dumbfounded.
Your actions will eventually lead to the end of Astoria and the most tragic conclusion to your life. You could change it all right here.
Would
right
you
now.
be willing to formally testify that defense?
I just have...
Washington? She says up to Washington. Washington's up there, looking down from the gallery. Could we get a zone of truth for Antron, please? And
Washington, please understand that if we lose this trial, eventually she'll turn on you and Jesus. You will both die at her hands. She will rule the world and then end it because of her cold, calculating nature.
Yeah,
I'm happy to zone a truth on you guys, and we can get the truth out of this situation.
I have an objection to make here, guys. When looking at the documentation, which I will admit, we did look at documentation and see that Hops was the owner of the brewery, correct? Hops doesn't exist.
Yeah.
All the documentation is null and void. Every signature he ever did was fake.
Objection. Under Court of Vistoria, Hops was his Vistorian name, and despite being a Scrat, he still had a Vistorian identity, and therefore it's still legally binding to him.
So a Scrat can wear a suit and get fake documentation pretending to be someone else? That's legal?
Yes.
Did he,
and then open a brewery?
He had documentation saying that he was Hops? This Scrat was also... Bullshit.
You get some gasps from that, actually. But Snow then says, as part of this legal proceedings, we are also formally, and also through Douglas's new position as chief tailor in the city, we are formally recognizing the Scrat as Vestorian people and forgiving them of all previous crimes of impersonation.
Oh, that's really nice, because that would have happened after the fact, and it's illegal to retroactively change laws and try to apply them to us before you enforce them.
Yeah, but I think you guys are misunderstanding the situation here.
No, I think you are misunderstanding. I possess a high-yield nuclear device inside of my chest cavity.
I want to point out, when he says that, we all look shocked. Like, it's not like this is our planet as well.
Whoa! Hold your horses then, soldier, says George Washington. A nuclear device? What the fuck is that?
Indeed. Plan A was for me to be a lawyer. Plan B was for me to be 10, 9.
Yo, Antron, cool it.
Stop.
We don't need the
Abort.
Mister.
But
This
that is
court
besides the
and
point.
this Victorian legal system makes no rhyme or reason. Therefore, let my clients go, or I will detonate my chest bomb.
This is a threat to our legal system, says George Washington.
You are a threat to the legal system.
Can I have a sidebar with my party real quick?
I'm not against us just walking out here.
Or trial by combat.
Is that a thing here? Your Honor.
Yeah. Snow. So, do you have anything to add? I'm ready to pass judgment.
Can we invoke a trial by
I
combat
am as well.
No.
Oh, never mind. Sorry then.
Okay, yeah, then we're good.
I like
You
to see
do
them cry.
understand the power of an explosive that I have, correct?
I don't
Everything
think they've never
within a
invented
1 kilometer
nukes.
radius will be obliterated when this detonates.
I don't believe you.
7, 6.
Antron,
Stop.
we're still within a 1 kilometer radius.
It's like doo.
If you guys plead guilty, you just hand over the company of the Otherworldly Brewery back to, it reverts all of the changes you've made, and that means that I will inherit. And I'm happy that will be the result of this trial.
And it will lead to the destruction of the world, and you will die in a sad life, and you would wish things were different.
I'm willing to pass judgment on the Hops murder trial.
Question:
Does border on treason.
Can I have a query?
Okay.
What is the point of having any type of court if you just decide arbitrarily whatever you want there to be the case? Why even bother having this system? Why even bother having this building?
She smiles.
If you are clearly a totalitarian dictatorship.
She smiles and says, "I plead the filth." Filth?
The shark makes fun of her. She doesn't know what the fifth is. She doesn't know what the fifth is. She probably just
whatever the shark said.
I do as well. I plead the fifth. 4, 3.
Again, your criticisms of the court are irrelevant to this trial. I'm happy that we've come to a peaceful conclusion here. And she slams her hammer down. And she says, "What? I'm happy with that. Guilty.
All right.
You are now no longer the owners of Hops Brewery."
Sorry that your entire lineage was built up to this trial, Antron.
Well, it was a trial. I was programmed to make sure you would win a rather irrelevant trial. What is my purpose? What is my purpose?
He only lasts for a day before he goes back to being Anthony.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Probably.
Wait, they killed Brick. Is Brick dead?
I think they might have killed Brick.
I thought they were just lying about that.
Yeah, same. I just assumed it was a bluff.
Okay.
We don't have time to start a whole new business. I agree. But are we really going to let him away with murdering our friend?
No. That crosses the line.
But I don't want to kill.
I would like to try ice cream.
You know what? Yeah. Before we deal with any of this, you only have 12 hours of life left, guys. Let's give this robot the best 12 hours it's ever had.
That sounds crazy.
Just for the rest of the day, you guys are just having like this fun time in the capital.
Let's do that. We'll see all the attractions in the capital.
All right, so it's just a montage of you guys going, you're getting ice cream, but it's Snow brand ice cream. You're going to see a play, but it's like a play about how shit you guys are.
And I'm just sitting there, like, as a robot, like watching the play and eating the ice cream. And just very
ripping through your metal jaw.
It is literally every place that you go for some sort of entertainment has Snow branding on it in some way. It's both Antron's having a fun time in the city montage and also the weight of Snow's commercial grip over Vestoria montage.
I don't understand one thing though. Thank you so much for this day, by the way. It was truly the most marvelous. I now have I now have a conscience. Thank you for giving me this.
There's one part in the montage where like Cody turns into like a horse and Antron's like riding on the back of him.
Yippee, this is fun. Yeah. Thank you, Cody, for teaching me fun. One thing I don't understand, though, if Snow has taken everything from you, why not just terminate her life functions?
I don't think we could, but I don't think we could do that without causing a lot of other issues
broke my
along
heart
the way.
And killed my friend.
Now that you have showed me the value of life, I understand.
Look, I don't want to talk about the trial. I really need to talk about a change in life direction because
man.
I know you came from a kind of rough time, so maybe you can understand. Yeah. I have issues being around people who have these rigid systems of life in place where, like I have these companions who are great people and I really admire them, but we don't relate, right? Like Cody, he seems to have lived a good life, safe. I wasn't safe as a kid. My mom was a prostitute. My dad died. I had to grow up on the streets. There was no hugs for me at the end of the day. And I was shipped off to war when I was a teenager. I was given money and told I was serving my country, and I blew other people's heads off. Now I come back. The only way I could make a living, because the pension didn't come through, was joining gangs. And I made that way through there. But now I have infinite money, all these resources, and I'm realizing all this horrible pain that my way of living life brought to others, and it's terrible. I don't want to do that anymore, but at the same time, it's all that I know.
That's crazy, dude.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so you're a few hours into it now. Everyone's drinking. Chief Crunkle is drinking. Yeah, this is great. I haven't had a good fucking drink in a while.
I'm going to do my best here to embrace my monkish teachings.
Yeah.
And try
Jesus puts a hand on your shoulder and says, "You've got this."
I know I do.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sensei.
Hey, just remember everything.
Sensei.
Do I actually have to do the speaking, or can I just say what I'm trying to convince him to do?
It's up to you. Whatever you think's more fun. What are you trying to say?
I'm going to try and just subtly, while we're both a bit sloshy-washy, tell him the story of how I went from being a very violent person to now someone who tries to seek resolutions through
You're having
peace
like a heart-to-heart
talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not trying to make it directly apply to his current conflict with the mushroom people. I'm just trying to show that, especially make it so that he can make the connection that the violence he does towards the mushroom people is similar to the violence done towards him, and two downtrodden groups are stronger together than apart.
True.
Wait, just real quick. Was the pitbull? Did you explain to anyone else like what your plan is before you do it?
I explained it to Jesus.
Yeah.
Jesus is giving you help, so you do have advantage.
Oh, we don't know his
24 is really good. This is what he says in response. Awesome. He says, I used to fucking think that same way, like nice and peaceful and all that. Sorry, but then those fucking mushroom bosses took my son. They killed him.
Shit.
They killed my fucking son.
Yikes.
And I can't forgive him for that, man.
Okay, I'm going to try and get the full story and the full context out of
I understand what you're saying, like, and I'd love a peaceful resolution to all this, but it's not my fault. Those guys, they're beasts. They're not even people. They're like fucking dragons, and they're like,
I go to Jesus and I go, I don't know what to do. It's impossible. I give up. Do we kill him? I don't know.
You're right. I mean, with the 20, with the 24, he's like, you're right, man. I just don't. If there is a peaceful resolution to this, I'd be on board. I don't want any more of my Noblin people to suffer,
That's big of you. That's very big of you. How about this? Tomorrow, You don't have to do nothing. You have to concede nothing. What if we go on your behalf? We speak on behalf of the Noblins as a noble emissary, and we see what we can arrange for you so that together you can be stronger and bring this forest up.
You know what? I like that idea a lot.
Yeah.
We Noblins, we're not the best at diplomacy. It's hard to be diplomatic when everyone hates you, you know? It's hard.
Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna grab him and nugget me. I love you a lot, motherfucker. Like, I'm gonna try and up the...
What is this thing you're doing to me, man? Like...
It's a sign of affection in my people.
It is. Oh. I kind of like how it feels. Thank you.
And I'm gonna walk away and be like, I'm gonna go take a piss, and I'm gonna go up to my party. I'm gonna go, yeah, I just solved racism.
That's amazing.
At this point, Cody's a few drinks in, so he's just like, "That's incredible!" He like grabs you and he's patting you on the back. What we told Leonardo da Vinci was, we want to get home, and then he said, "Fuck you," and tried to kill us.
Very stubborn.
Yes, Pipple.
Yeah.
Pipple
What's
wants
Pipple
to speak.
saying?
It was more like a fuck you. But...
Oh yeah.
Now you speak of my language.
Sorry. But sorry, what is Antonio's reaction to Leonardo da Vinci not only being dead but the party killing him?
He is now 100% certain this is a dream, because these are all like weird aspects of his life. Like, he admired Da Vinci, and Da Vinci's brought up. He probably ate some weird ass mushroom and smoked some weed last night. Now he's in a mushroom world. Like, he's just like, I am convinced. This is 100% a dream. The Lord must be giving me this vision for reasons.
Speaking of the Lord,
does he say this out loud?
Yes.
You say, speaking of the Lord Jesus Christ, and Jesus Christ walks up and says, "Hello, my children. What's going on?"
Sorprendente! Oh, the Lord!
You get it? As Antonio dropped to his knees. He's like... Antonio's screaming so loud the microphone's like cutting out. And he's just... Sorry, just watching him like praise Jesus.
Yeah.
Somebody's finally giving me the respect I deserve, eh? He like pats you on the head, Antonio.
I have now been christened as Saint Peter and Paul before me.
I don't know if you were.
Rise again. Okay, I understand, like, this is a dude from the time where Catholicism was really big in Italy. He's gonna wake up thinking this is gonna be like a Saint Francis of Assisi moment. Like, I have been chosen by God.
A religious vision.
Antonio, it is your turn. You're on the ground worshipping Jesus Christ.
I'm kissing his feet. It's just like, he has risen, and I cast fly on him without even knowing. So, there you go.
Literally rise!
Oh my God, and Jesus starts.
Saved us all.
And it's fly, it's not levitate, so he has full control over it. So Jesus starts hovering and flying, and he goes, I knew I just needed someone to believe, man.
Antonio is weeping. I mean, straight up fucking weeping.
You know, the source of a lot of my miracle powers is the fact that people believe in them. Belief is what drives a prophet.
Jesus!
Oh, God!
I'm going to... First, I'll start by casting Healing Spirit at 4th level.
A giant
And
hello, I am the
because he's moved
spirit.
into its thing on first
The
time, it goes healing.
Archangel has arrived!
I suppose because Antonio just saw me reawaken from the dead, they're gonna give me some kind of help here, because I am crippled.
It's a miracle!
Okay, Antonio, it is your turn. You've seen Pitbull come back. You've seen Jesus fly off. Jesus fly off.
Please, Lord, please grant us another miracle for your servant. And I cast create food and water, and 45 pounds of food and 30 gallons of water.
The root of all of Jesus' miracles is just Antonio casting magic without realizing it.
So, I'm using the Artificer spell list. So, 45 pounds of food and 30 gallons of water on the ground in containers appear within range, enough to sustain up to 15 humanoids. I'm going to say fish, bread, and a bunch of containers of water.
I'll him be anointed.
And food just sort of drops down everywhere, like when food.
Fish are just falling out of the sky.
It's like when food spawns in Skyrim. Are you doing anything else, Antonio?
I sure are not. Yeah.
Pitbull, you've just been baptized. I hope you realize.
That's what wakes me up, actually.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, fuck.
So, Button, you touch him, and he gets the ability of flight. He trusts you. He looks into your eyes, Norman. He says, if you say it is so, that I can fly just by your touch, then I will hold your hand for as long as you'll let me.
And I let go.
Wow.
And you let go, and he starts falling, and then he starts hovering and floating in the air. Norman, you are the most beautiful man I have ever met in my life. And he starts flying around. I never thought I could fly.
I'm loving
Who's
this.
coming to the tower with us?
Yes.
Right, it's just the four of us and Jesus?
Oh,
Yeah.
Where's Smog at? He wants to come?
Do you he's asleep at the moment. Do you,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go wake him up. I'll get it. Don't worry
he's
about it, guys.
sleeping. He's like, you try and wake him up. He's like,
Smog, come on. We're going on an adventure, buddy. Come on.
Is that you, Glock? Listen, I had enough zug for tonight.
Hey, man. I can make you a really cool electric knife.
Hey, what? Hey, it's you again. Hey, man.
Yeah.
What do you want, huh? My job's done
Come
now.
on. We're gonna go off into the woods and have a magical adventure and find a tower. We could use your help.
Well, what the fuck, dude? I thought it'd be done after the war's over. Who are we fighting?
No, we're not fighting anybody. Well, there might be some threats, but I know you can take it. I respect you, Smog.
Do
I respect
have
you.
to?
I mean, I would feel better if you were there, because I care about you, and I hug him.
all right, do a persuasion roll for this.
All right,
Just like a straight
because
persuasion.
it's the hugging
It's the
episode.
hugging
okay?
that helps.
Yeah.
Yes! Wow!
He's like, you are relying on me?
I care about you,
Bring
Smog.
somebody else happiness just by being here and around?
You do.
And you're gonna make me a new knife as well?
I will make you an awesome knife. Do you want it to spit fire, electricity? Let me know. I can make it happen.
You know what? After looking at Sir Button, I'd like mine to do electricity too.
All right. I give him a taser knife.
How many? I wonder if someone who's been watching a lot of these can probably leave in the comments of the YouTube video. How many characters that are relatively useless have we dragged along with us almost against their will? Because I think it's like 4.
Yeah,
Now listen, Jesus, what's going to happen is when you touch that thing, you're going to speak to one of these fake gods, okay? You're going to be able to see them and speak to them. Ignore everything that they say. They're liars. Don't listen to whatever they say. They're going to try and trick you, okay? That's all I wanted to tell you.
Hey, here's an idea too. Just from the other ones that we've fought against, maybe we should hide, and if a big angry thing comes out of this, maybe we can get some opportunity to attack it from a angle.
Yeah,
maybe.
You sort of look around. It doesn't look like there's a lot of places to hide.
Smog, you can hide somewhere, right? You're tiny.
Yeah, I can hide
All
somewhere.
right, good. And I also don't want to make sure you don't die.
Smog is going to walk
Smog, come
forwards.
on, buddy, let's do
He
this.
walks forwards next to Norman. He's got his lightning dagger. He doesn't hit anyway, so he
It's
tries
okay.
to go up.
He tries.
He just manages to dodge out of the way like an
I feel like
airbender.
someone's going to get flattened.
You got this, Smog. I believe in you.
And now it is Key's turn, and I think we'll do Key's turn and we'll end on Key's turn.
All right.
Key says, "You have a lot to learn, all of you." He puts his hands together. He starts like doing hand signs, like it's Naruto. 2 fingers up to his mouth, and he blows out a wave of fire that spreads out. It is actually going to hit everybody. Everybody has to do a dexterity saving throw. Luckily, Norman, you are resistant, so you're going to take half damage of whatever damage this ends up being. But I need every single person in this room to make a dexterity saving
now,
throw.
before we get to that, I have Flash of Genius. Okay,
Perfect.
now, and I'm using this on Smog.
You know, honestly,
That makes sense.
That's good. So you can add his int modifier to that.
My-
I'm gonna
my
roll the dexterity
intelligence
saving
modifier,
throw
yeah.
for everybody.
Oh, no.
Smog gets that plus. Oh my gosh,
He gets a +4, so he has 8.
it's not looking good for Smog. I'll be honest.
Wait, is this fire?
Smog dies immediately.
No!
That is max. That is double his hit point maximum. He does the ninjutsu. He fires off the flame wave. It spreads out. The flames brushing past everybody. Smog, he hears your flash of genius. He tries to protect himself with the dagger.
Please,
and it goes, I was never a fighter! No! And his entire body incinerates up into ash.
Not Smog, please, God, no!
And yeah, that's double his hit point maximum, so he is dead.
Why couldn't it have
dead.
been the mushroom guy?
He's never been a fighter, and you brought him here.
I didn't bring him. I persuaded him.
And as Smog's ashes lay on the ground, this is where we'll do to be continued.
Okay, Anthony, you're up. Anthony, you're up. Anthony,
Smog.
POV.
I'm upset.
Smog's smoldering body is on the ground.
Guys, I need to go talk to my wife. I'm out of here. And I just activate the amulet, and I'm popping out.
He's going to therapy. He's using his amulet
fight.
so that he can go to therapy.
Literally running away from his problems.
So
yes,
Anthony, you pop back into real life. You call up your therapist. Hey man, what's going on?
Well, it's the future, so it's just like we Zoom call immediately, just beep beep, just like
Zoom will be discontinued by then.
Yeah, it's Zoom 2.
It's a 2 instead of a Z.
Yeah, okay. Tomb.
Dr. GLaDOS,
Is he just named after her, or is it actually GLaDOS?
It's actually GLaDOS.
Oh.
I'm going through a lot right now. I went back into the other world, and my friend died.
You are stupid and fat.
She's the worst therapist you can get.
Why'd you get GLaDOS? She's literally would be the worst therapist. Oh, the data shows that you need mental help.
She tells it like it is, though.
And not for me. The best thing that you could do in this situation is kill yourself.
Holy shit.
POV GLaDOS is your therapist.
All right, so Anthony is going to make a wisdom save and see where that gets us. I don't kill myself!
He critically succeeds.
Doc, I'm not going to do that. You know what? I don't know why I'm going to you anymore. I think you might be the cause of a lot of my problems.
And then she goes, you passed the test. Congratulations.
Oh my god. I'm over the death of Smog now. I did a 22 for therapy. I crit success therapy.
Cody, you're going to wander off
towards where
you think some ashes are.
Smog was killed.
Yeah.
Is there anything there?
I mean, there was just ash dispersed across the floors, right? But you could definitely identify Smog ash.
Okay. Yeah, I try and sort of just like pile up enough of it that I can kind of touch my hand to it. Because really what I'm doing as I'm casting this, I'm kind of like trying to just connect to his soul, wherever that is. And I am going to try and cast Reincarnate.
So it's number D8. 1 is human, 2 is Solkin, 3 is Holgard, 4 is Avian, 5 is the race where it's they're made up of random parts. 6
the Kori race
is Nakahir, 7 is Scrat, and 8 is Noblins. So
okay.
I hope he gets 8. I hope he just 8. Yeah!
He just come back as a Noblin.
He does just come back as a Noblin again. Oh my god.
That's you.
Oh my god.
Yeah!
Do you think he's the exact same looking Noblin, or do you think he looks different now?
He's been reborn,
He's been reborn, right? The ashes form back into a Noblin.
A new body. Is he female? He could be a female Noblin now.
No, I'm gonna say he's still male, but he's like so much more attractive now, right? He's, you know that episode where SpongeBob, where Squidward gets hit by the door and then he becomes handsome Squidward.
Yeah, handsome Squidward.
Handsome Smog. So he reincarnates. He's got the Chad jaw and his shining bright teeth, and he goes. He would come back screaming, so just picture screaming. Does someone want to scream?
As he does reform and he's just like screaming in terror or agony or whatever, Cody will just like grab onto him and hold him and hug him.
Oh my god.
It's okay, dude. It's okay.
I'm alive?
You are. What? I brought you back.
What?
I'm sorry.
Hey man. It was just nothing.
Oh god. There's no afterlife canonically in this world. At least not for Noblins. At least not for Noblins.
It was just nothing.
I'm just like patting his back. I'm like, it's okay, dude. It's okay. You're here. You're here now.
Oh, thank you.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. I'm just a civilian. I shouldn't have been here.
No, you shouldn't.
No. I should.
We'll get you home.
Thank you. I need a zug.
Where is Valhalla? Where is Odin's Hall? We need to go there.
Yeah, how are you dealing with this psycho first?
Your necklace. You didn't have that when you were, in Viking land, right?
You really I don't remember this exactly. No, I didn't even notice it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's like a new thing you get when you come to this world. But
Valhalla, right?
No, this isn't that. This is the bad place. You need to use the necklace.
Not Niflheimer. No!
Yo, you can leave.
I fought in battle, Othin!
You can leave.
I died in glorious battle.
You can go to Valheim not Valheim, Valhalla. if you use the necklace.
Huh? Wait, did I die? Am I even dead? I don't feel dead, which is strange.
Yeah, you'll find out when you click you just gotta click the necklace, and
there's a
either
little
end up in
button on
Valhalla or
Somebody do a persuasion check. It probably
I think
wouldn't be hard.
Cody would have to persuasion.
I think that's good enough.
Yeah, I think it just needs to be above 10.
So Tor is just gonna grab the necklace and just and just fiddle fuck with the thing and just
fidget cube.
It's just I don't know. I'm a Viking. What am I doing here?
Anthony comes back.
I knew this was gonna happen.
As soon as Anthony appears, I'm gonna grab him by the collar or chestnut or whatever he has. I'm gonna pull him down in front of Smog.
Cody, what happened? Jesus!
Apologize to him.
Okay. Yeah, sure. You don't have to be so rough with me, man. I'm sorry. I had to take some time. I had to go see my wife. I had some therapy. I knew I was going to come back almost right away.
I then release him. I'm like,
all right. Yeah.
You brought this guy with us, knowing he couldn't fight. He died and you ran away. I had to save him.
You brought him back, though. So thank you.
I brought him back.
Thank you, Cody. I apologize to Smog. I've been through therapy at this point. I know when to admit, at some point in the therapy session, I was like, and he was just a fucking defenseless noblin, and I just left him to fucking die there in the cave with the giant monkey.
The therapist is like, oh, okay, well, he's paying.
He's my apprentice, Sir Button.
Oh, yeah, apprentice, sorry. That's what he calls it.
No, Cody said it was your boyfriend.
That was my mistake. I misread the situation.
No. I'm too sober for that.
Oh yeah, we also fought a monkey at some point. I mean, I didn't. That was Tor, but we also fought a monkey.
Yeah.
Who is
jumped
Tor?
out of a tree.
You jumped out.
Click. If
why are you just clicking to be like, all right, roll it.
Funny.
This is Big Tony.
Oh, it's Big Tony. Big Tony comes in. You see this
quite
like rotund
light,
man,
whatever it is. I'm just gonna say it to Wellington, this is a thing he does now.
I don't know how you described his description, but in my head, he's quite rotund. He's got a big top hat, right?
That's all right.
He's got like a cigar in his mouth. He's got a big mustache. He owns factories. Business tycoon, pro child labor, that sort of guy.
And
he comes in, Big Tony.
He just blows cigar smoke right in Wellington's face, just like. 17 hours workday. Get the fuck out of my office.
What? Who is this guy? What are you doing here? This is my office. Well, it's my house. I don't have an office anymore. Can somebody explain what the fuck is going on?
It's a thing he does now. He does something with his amulet. He disappears, and some other guy comes in with
You've tinkered my amulet?
I don't know what anybody's all about here, but you guys need to get back to fucking work. I don't know who you are, and I don't care. Where the fuck?
That's what I'm
not
saying.
My office. Don't have time for this. Time is money. And does anybody here have money for my time?
I
got a bronze bar.
I'm with Wellington on this. I've been hiding it, but I feel like I'm about to have a stroke for months. As to what's happening around me.
Right. You know what? I don't give a shit. I don't know where Anthony's gone. Unreliable guy anyway. What's your name? New Anthony. What is your name?
Now it's Wilhelm.
Oh, you're Wilhelm. Yes. Okay, great. What?
Big Tony. Just call me Big Tony. I'll take that bronze bar, son. Thank you. I just put it in my pocket. I just put it in my giant back pocket. I don't really know what's going on here, but I'm going to assume I've been transported to some weird fantasy realm where this dictator named Snow rules everything, in which case I do have some ideas.
All right, what are you thinking, Big Tony? What are you thinking?
All right. What about the black market, the under? How about all that? Anybody working behind the scenes selling drugs? What kind of deals with that we could make? What about the mafia?
Wilhelm?
She can't control everybody.
Yeah, Wilhelm, are you still running your scrub business?
Everyone got on me about using children as drug dealers, but now you come crawling back, thinking, "Oh, maybe this could be
children as drug dealers." Son,
Yeah,
that
really
might be
profitable.
the smartest fucking idea I've ever heard since fucking.
Wait,
That's
what
the
decade is
smartest
this
idea
from?
I've heard ever since the giving cigarettes to 4-year-olds. I like you already.
What decade does this come from again?
Like
1800s. Well, yeah, like he was born in the late 1800s. He's a factory owner.
We could do like around. I was like, because there was big, huge union things.
No, the shark. You might be aware of who this guy is, right? Because he's probably quite famous, right?
Yeah.
So he might, he would be in the 1920s. He would probably be like in his old age, right? Yeah, he's a very famous businessman. Give me a history roll, Wilhelm.
You just gotta ask him, I guess.
Wow. Okay, right, wait.
Holy.
So yes, this is a famous
This
businessman.
guy
Big Tony.
inspired you. You know this dude's work.
Yeah.
Okay.
The shark Wilhelm has his first ever Jimmy Neutron brain blast. This is the first time he's known something.
Yeah. This guy has a big impact on your life and existence.
Right when we shake hands, this explosion happens within my mind where I'm like, it's the guy!
It's like when Light touches the Death Note after he wipes his memories and it all comes back.
Are we gonna roll to see like what his relationship is to the Moretti family? Or?
We're gonna say he.
Yeah, Moretti family has worked for this guy, right?
The Morettis, eh? All right, you a Moretti?
I'm Wilhelm, the shark. You'd know me. Depending on, I'm a baby when you're born. Maybe not even, but when
he wouldn't know.
If you're a friend of the
gonna be
Morettis, you're a
born.
friend of me, son. That's all.
None of that's important. You need to kill Hitler. When you go back, there is a baby, and he is so bad, and he's going to be alive in your lifetime. Screw everything we're working on here. This is so important. Norman told me all about it. There is a Hitler.
Where's this? You want me to kill a baby? I mean, where's he at?
Responsible for over 40 million people dying in Europe.
I could probably spin this to make money somehow. Where's the baby at?
Germany. Born in Austria.
More specific.
Fill him in. You told me all about this Hitler guy and how you read about him on 4chan.
That's right. The shark doesn't even know about fucking Hitler.
I told him about him.
He's terrified. That's his future. It's why he's so afraid to go back.
So if we use a different name, Ripper's Brew, it's got a je ne sais quoi about it.
You're in the brewing business, huh? All right, I could do something with that.
Yeah, that's legal again here.
It's not illegal. It's illegal at some point.
Oh yeah. Oh fuck. Okay. So I got so much more money. But guys, I hate to tell you this, but my actual loyalty is not to you all. It even says literally on my character sheet, I'm always loyal to the Moretti family, so I'm just going to interrupt whenever I can to give you advice on how to make the family profit more back home.
All of your character development just gets completely reset from meeting one guy.
It's like the moment in the story where you meet the person who makes you fall back in bad habits.
Yeah, 100%.
Because this is the first piece of like his world. Because even though we're from his world, we're from like hundreds of years away. I'm from like 60 years in the future. Everyone else like 8 years. It's like it's not real. But this guy existed for him.
Big Tony.
I have a question for Big Tony.
Yeah. Why is it, son?
Do your children end up working in the criminal business too?
Oh, my son, Little Tony. Yeah, he's a good enforcer in the family right now. My other son's a cop.
No, actually, Big Tony's son is called Ant. He is number 16
we're doing
on
that.
this roll.
We're doing that. We're doing that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just realizing I should have been loyal to Anthony this whole time.
Loyalty is something we value high in the family.
Did you mean to do this? Has it all been folded in? Is this some long connived plot?
So canonically,
son, let me tell you.
Big Tony calls him Little Tony, but I think Little Tony Ant doesn't like that because he doesn't join the business side of things. Little Tony, the shark, Little Tony Ant is your friend. You do know him.
I don't know anything about this woman, but she seems like, she's not going to be debated. I think you need to take a page out of the Big Tony's book on this one.
You'll show
All
her.
right, Tony, whatever you decide, we'll do.
Whoa. All right. We just
what did I just say? His charisma's getting to me.
We appreciate you, but guards only from this point onwards. Thanks for turning these guys in.
By the way, I'm here to meet with Snow. I'm Big Tony, owner of 10-Ton Pittsburgh Steel, and I'm here to have a meeting with her.
Snow is preoccupied at the moment. It is the middle of the night, my good sir. Just, you wait until the morning, you can have your meeting with Snow. I'm sure she will reward you handsomely for your... but we can't let anyone besides the guards into the building at the moment.
No, he's a vampire. He can't come out during the day, so he has to come at night. Snow knows.
Sorry, can you give me a...
only lie that I could conceive of to justify this.
Can you give me a disadvantage deception
really
roll? I mean, the guy is going to take it like a joke. He will go, very funny. I'm sorry.
Tony will laugh as well.
But this big fella has to can wait his turn till the morning.
I
so
cast grease on the ground and then knock him over with my cane. Whoa, what's that? You just tripped and fell there. You gotta be careful where you walk in the street there, son. All right,
all right.
I'm gonna start leading our entourage further into the palace. Okay, let's get going. He just tripped and fell. Anybody could say it was an accident. Behind us,
No.
Quick question. Does he get knocked over, the person?
He has to do a strength saving throw, right? Well, the guy who got pushed to the ground is not going to think he got tripped and fell because he knows that. He stands up and goes, "What the fuck do you think you're doing?"
When he stands up, when he stands up, he's in the grease flopping around. I'm through the door, man. I'm going.
No. Cody and Wilhelm are through the door with the prisoners. They are not letting Big Tony through the door. What their current mindset is this guy is a problem. The guards are fine. They're doing their thing. But this guy's acting up. So Wilhelm and Cody, you guys can enter the building. But the two guards, they have stopped Big Tony. One of them is in front of him like, "All right, mister, you've got to go home. I think you might have had too much to drink."
I turn into mist. Because I'm a vampire and I cast gaseous form on myself.
Do you have gaseous form?
It's an artificer spell.
Is it one you have prepared?
I wrote a list down. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Wait, you're really a vampire? What the fuck?
So you turn into gaseous mist in front of him, and they go
and just float up.
I didn't know you were really a vampire.
They turn and go, "Fuck, I guess he was a vampire."
I'm a steel magnate from the early 20th century that does child labor. Of course I'm a fucking vampire.
Checks out.
Fucking insane.
Okay, so yeah, you push a guy over, you turn into mist, and you slip in as the doors close behind you.
Or like an air duct or anything. I could fit into a place that's like an inch big, you know?
Doors close behind us. I'll turn to Wilhelm and be like, I did an accent so that they wouldn't tell it was me. Pretty good, right? Yeah. Kind of natural.
Also, is he a fucking vampire for real?
I have no idea.
Okay, you open the door and you see there's a toddler in quite fancy looking pajamas, and there is a rat sleeping. There's a rat sleeping in a bed, and there's a toddler in quite fancy looking pajamas, but he's not sleeping. He's looking out of the window, and the moonlight is like illuminating him slightly. He goes, "Daddy, is that you?"
As we enter though, and we hear that, I turn to Wilhelm and I'm like, please play this well. This country needs this.
I'm realizing how close to the throne I am.
He turns around, he sees Wilhelm. You look very different.
I'm gonna go pick up Finn, and I want to roll for comforting hug. I want to see how comforting and healing of a hug I can give as a father.
Daddy, it's been so long. Well, that's a good hug. That's decent. It didn't need to be anything crazy. That's an adequate hug.
Come here, son. Just
yeah. You lift him in your arms. Daddy.
I'm just gonna whisper.
He's like,
we believe in Jesus now.
He's probably like 2.5 to 3 years old now, ish, and he's in the arms of the shark now. And his vocabulary is more advanced than it would be for his age.
He's a genius.
Unusually.
He's a prodigy.
He's just like a genius. Yeah. He's like a boy genius. He's like Jimmy Neutron.
Can I roll to be a good father for like years?
Don't roll to be a good father. Just be one.
Oh, that's rough. That needs to be on a shirt. I'd buy that.
Where have you been? What's going on?
I tell him I'm honest. I'm an honest father. I tell him exactly what happened and how everything went wrong, and I put the blame squarely where it belongs, not entirely on my shoulders, but like I don't make that so clear it comes across like I'm not an asshole. Like, you know what I mean?
So Snow was a bad woman. She was so kind, though. She was the only person who accepted my loan.
That's how she got him on board. Wait, how much does she owe Finn?
Yeah, really. I loan you $1 billion.
She looks at Shark in the eye. He looks at Shark in the eyes and goes, "She didn't read the contract. She owes me the kingdom."
And then I explode with love.
Very shrewd, Finn. Very shrewd.
No, I say, hey, I'll loan you my heart if you loan me yours.
You don't. It doesn't need to be on loan.
I don't plan on ever getting it back.
So we'll keep on gaining interest together.
I'm gonna cry.
Until the expiration on the debt comes, and then it's just our hearts. I love you, son.
Where's Mother?
Oh, I don't know where you came from.
He is talking about Littlefather.
Oh. Really?
I mean, she did look after him.
She spent a lot of time
most of the time.
Yeah.
She'll be here to see you as soon as she can, but remember, I'm the parent that saved you, so remember that when we're old and stuff.
And Uncle Welly, is he coming
everyone
back?
but Brick. Everyone but Brick.
Everyone but... I don't...
I explained the concept of death real quick. I'm a great father.
Does he even know who Brick is?
Yeah, I don't think he's met Brick, really. I mean...
Really?
Uncle Brick?
No, I don't think he's... Like, he's seen
He's spent
Brick.
some time with the brewery and stuff.
Yeah, but I don't really think he's talked to Brick. Sorry that I'm not sleeping. I was just thinking...
I encourage you to think. Thinking is knowledge, and knowledge is power. I'm a great father.
Daddy.
Stick with Dad.
Dad. People die all the time. Are they dying because of me?
Have you killed anybody?
No.
Then no, you're good.
Okay. That's what Douglas says.
See, I'm a great father.
Douglas says people die because of me.
I'll fucking beat the shit out of Douglas. I don't give a fuck. I mean, that's not true. Douglas is a not honest man.
Douglas told me that you guys were dead.
See? He's not honest. Bam, I'm proven right. I'm a great father.
So you're right. Douglas said that you were killed by assassins. That's a long word. I had to learn it. I wrote it out in my little book of learning.
Oh.
Would you like to see? I've been reading every day so that I could learn more and more words. I remember, I think back to the times we were in the forests together, and I think...
I remember that? You were a fucking baby. Oh my god.
I'm still a baby now. I'm just Matilda up in this bitch.
I see you've been talking to Uncle Norman, too.
After you guys disperse, you've regrouped with everybody else. You know, you're about to plan what you're going to do next. Littlefeather comes up to Cody.
Big running hug.
Yeah, big running hug. Cody! Oh, you're still alive. It is so good to see you again. Amazing.
I would say I'm all in one piece, but and I sort of like raise my arm.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, your arm! Oh, no.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Look, I know how much you work out that arm, and you do the and
so it's a pretty big loss. But look at this. Look at this. You know,
you were hiding it.
Prosthetic that I got made.
Oh.
Who was it? It was Anthony and the shark who made it.
Yeah. I mean, threw something together for you.
Yeah.
It's
kind of cool, right?
Sorry for my reaction. I apologize. That is.
I don't look. My reaction at the time was similar.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. You've been through so much, and I wasn't there to help you. Just know that
this is nothing. This is the least that I could endure. You know, Cody, for the sake of everyone else, for the sake of you.
Cody, I have something I need to tell you.
I mean, what's been happening? You know,
I don't know how much it's going to affect anything, and I know that our relationship has already been complicated in terms of you potentially leaving and all that. And I didn't think that this was possible, but she reveals she's holding in a pouch a sort of baby-sized egg. I laid this.
Breakfast?
No, this is inside this egg is our child, Cody.
What?
To be continued.
Da, 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 da.
Oh, you're one of the new leaders of the council.
Yes, and I need you to build me a special improvised weapon.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
What does that mean?
I'm particularly skilled at using various objects to harm others, but there's certain weapons I'm not good at using. Like I can't use massive fucking things, but as long as it's improvisational feeling, I can wield it.
What do you want?
So I pull out my baseball bat. Could you possibly like stick another baseball bat on the back of this and it becomes a staff?
He grabs the baseball bat and he just wields them together. There you go.
Okay, now I take out 2 of my Bibles. Can you attach these to the end?
What are you calling this monstrosity?
Bible basher, I assume. Yeah.
A Bible basher.
Bible basher, perfect.
And he, I don't know, he brings out a Pritt stick and he glues them onto the end.
Wait, no, better idea. Can you forge like metal fanned out book looking ends to weld on so they have like slashing damage?
Okay, yeah, sure. So he does that. He's the best smithy in the land. This is simple for me.
No. He still has the bat. Just ignore that, chat. No, let's keep going. Come on. This is fucking great.
He didn't give away his bat.
He picked another one up along the way.
I got a bat. Fucking stew me.
Beforehand, when I said everybody gets the best equipment, non-magical equipment from the castle, this bat was included in that. So, Silas loves baseball. So, you bust into the smithy. He finds you average looking. You say, I want to attach 2 bats together and make like this weird thing. He goes, no worries. I'm the best smithy in Vestoria. He puts on a shirt so that he can rip the shirt off again. And then he forges this in front of you. And I
want a montage that's exactly like the Lord of the Rings sword being reforged, but it's just a stupid fucking bat.
And the whole
the forges of Isengard.
I would say it's like really dramatic, and he's hammering away. In every shot, you're like standing, just like default idle pose in the background, just watching him.
The shower of sparks are like illuminating the shark's face, like with every bang of the hammer. Like
and he's like, "This is not a weapon." He says with a wink. And he hands it to you. Great. Statistically, it's the same as your improvised weapon roll, but it's a
this is officially, authoritatively not
this is
a weapon.
Not a weapon. This is a piece of decoration that you will carry around with you.
It's written on the side. This is not a weapon.
Not legally a weapon. It's got orange caps at the end, so you could bring it into anime conventions.
I think we should dig that treasure up.
We should dig the treasure up? Oh, my crew member! It's so good to see you again, Cody! You know what? I went into this whole place that was underwater. And I had the most incredible time. I activated this thing, and I talked to this creature, and he was telling me that you were a bad guy. And I said, there's no way that my friend Cody's a bad guy. So I lit him on fire and I ran away.
Let's go.
Blackbeard, independent of us, activated his tower and killed the Protect.
Good for him. Good for hey, he went missing for a while. He had a crazy adventure. Yeah.
I love Blackbeard.
Great. Right. Well, let's get digging, shall we?
I'm going to take the ring off my finger. Oh, no. And I'm going to hand it to Blackbeard.
Oh, the ring that you got in like the first episode?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What are you? Okay, you take the ring off your finger.
I'll be right back.
Oh, he's gonna be right back. Okay, well, you take the ring off your finger. You do not know where you are.
Yeah.
Yeah. You. The last thing you remember is picking up that ring and putting it on.
What?
Wait, what?
What do we got going on here?
What is happening?
Why am I in so much pain?
What is this guy okay? Blackbeard turns around. Did he always talk like this?
I mean, Cody was like having a moment. He was genuinely really upset about the dinosaur thing. But this just happened. He's looking up and he's like, "What?
Who are y'all?" What do we got going on here? Is that a dinosaur?
This is not what what he sounded like in the first episode. It's close.
Wilhelm.
Exactly what he sounded like.
Okay.
Wilhelm, buddy, are you okay?
How do you know my real name?
What? I think you might need some rest, buddy. You're kind of you're acting a little off.
Is that a pirate?
What I'd miss.
Oh God!
Everybody okay? Anybody
I
dead?
think everybody's spring sweaty.
Oh God!
Who's dead?
I cannot believe you walked out at this moment, Tekking.
I had to take
Holy
a piss.
shit.
I had to take a piss. I've been drinking a lot today. What's up?
Oh,
I don't think I can summarize this.
I'll roll
What
back.
just happened?
I'll roll back the. Did somebody fucking die? What the fuck just happened?
So it's a ring of confidence. When he put the ring on, initially, it made him feel more powerful, more confident. Right?
When did he get a fucking ring of confidence?
In like the first
Apparently,
episode.
like the first episode.
That was all
I
that's
do
described.
not remember this. Okay,
But the way that works is it supplements his personality.
Okay.
And the moment he takes it off, that personality is gone. The confident personality, it's gone. So he's back to pre-ring Wilhelm.
Okay.
He doesn't know who we are.
What did you just? All the memories of the entire journey are just gone.
Yeah.
Where's the janitor?
So all of his like personality inconsistencies throughohout the entire series is because it's his own personality fighting with this like with like, you know.
This is fucking great.
This is the weirdest situation I've ever woken up in. I really think I need to see a medic.
Yeah, no, I think so too. Here, let's all just. We've just had a fight. Okay, let's all chill out and let me see to the wounded. Wilhelm, obviously, you're first.
I think I was giving this to you. I'm just gonna hand the ring to Blackbeard.
I think you should put this back on. He like tries to put it back onto your finger.
That hurts a lot. My entire flesh is on fire. I'm not putting on metal.
Shark, you should come over here. I should look at your burns. I know how to.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking EMT. Let's check
No
out
one's
your
called
burns.
me a shark since before the war.
Oh, I'm sorry. What name are you going by this week?
What is that? Who are you?
I think you might have amnesia. I think you might have a serious concussion. I think he's bad, guys. He's bad.
Let's y'all just sit down for a sec, okay? Anthony, you see to his burns. I'm gonna cure wounds.
To your
Wait, you just cast a spell on me?
Yeah.
Magic's real?
We're gonna need to go through this slowly, huh?
Okay. Can I
Our
use
friend here.
Washington?
Can I use
Wow.
Does he have 4 arms? Do I have a child? Did I kill William Shakespeare?
Yeah, it's starting to come back to him now.
Oh god, we're only on episode 5. It's gonna take a while.
You did.
Did I kill William Shakespeare?
Well,
So
it
funny.
was. Look, it wasn't your fault. Okay, let's not get into the blame game right now.
Well, I want to say something. It feels almost instinctual. I want to tell someone to get something for me. What's his name?
Oh, Ripper! You're remembering Ripper.
Ripper, get my memories.
Rippa shows up with the memory box. Like, here you go.
Genuinely tweaking.
Yeah.
You're in this room with this guy.
Yeah.
He says, Cody Laurent, right?
Right.
I'm a doctor. These statues were placed here many years ago to help wanderers, travelers get over things that have been troubling them. It's like a weird sort of therapy where they're stuck in this place until they can find resolve.
Well, unfortunately, the issue that I need to resolve is this giant cleric lady back in the room that you just took me from.
I'm pretty confident that you can beat her. You're strong. You've always been strong.
Yeah.
You've always prided yourself in being strong. At least,
Yeah,
physically strong.
What does that mean?
But my worry is that, like, you're carrying too much emotional burden. You've become a leader, and I wasn't sure if that's what you've wanted.
First
You're
of
being
all,
forced into this role.
what's your name?
We don't have names. Once you leave, I'm gone.
Well, thank you for being here. I really feel like I should get back.
Oh, don't worry. No time will pass. We can have a conversation here for a while.
Okay.
If you,
well, you brought me here. I mean, what do you want to talk about?
How old were you when he died?
I don't know, man. I was just a kid.
Did you have people around to talk to then? It feels like you've taken on a lot of responsibility. It feels like you've spent a lot of time fixing other people's problems, becoming a leader type, helping people at the gym, right? Eating healthy, doing all the things that sound productive, but have you processed it?
I mean, what is there to process? Somebody needed to step up. Dad wasn't around anymore, so I stepped up.
And that's brave.
People need help, then I can fill that gap, you know? I have the abilities.
But did you take time for yourself during that? Did you look inside yourself and be a little bit selfish, say, what do I want? Your life can't be defined by other people's wishes.
I don't have time for what I want, okay?
Everybody has time to be kind to themselves. Everybody.
Huh.
Think about Littlefeather. Are you doing this for her? Or are you doing this for yourself?
I don't think
Do you love her?
Yeah. Yeah.
But you want to go home. Are you sure you'll be able to take her with you?
I don't know yet.
You need to make a decision, Cody. You need to think about what you really want. What would make you the most happy? Don't think about what anybody else wants. What is the thing?
What would make me happy?
What would make you the most happy?
I want to be a father.
Yeah. I think you would make a good father.
Yeah. I really want to be a dad.
Yeah. He smiles at you. And you see one of the chains start to loosen slightly on your heart.
Oh shit.
Then
okay.
Go be a father. Cody.
Yeah. You know, I will.
Yeah.
I will.
I hope you can find happiness for yourself. And the heart starts to glow, and then you are immediately back in the battlefield, and the statue in front of you crumbles.
Holy shit. Nobody's gonna know what happened, but like as the earth element turns round, it's just crying.
Oh, no. I don't know if this is gonna work, but I'm casting Magic Missile on Norman and Wilhelm so they can maybe get knocked out of this. Guys, wake up!
So you shoot off a magic missile and it makes contact. Okay, Norman.
Yeah?
You doing okay?
I'm doing pretty good.
I'm so sorry you had to go through what is a horrible thing for a child to go through. Parental neglect. And it was hard for you, and you never learnt this lesson of, despite all of that, despite how they made you feel, you are still worthy of love, and you're still worthy and a strong person. Everything you have done here isn't just because you got given spell powers. Anyone could be given the ability to cast Magic Missile. You have used your intellect, you have used your cunning, and your knowledge to be able to make progress in a way nobody else could. You want to stay here, right?
Mm-hmm.
But do you want to stay here because you're scared of going back to being normal? Going back to your life?
Yeah, to a certain extent. I had nothing at home. No friends, barely family.
You still have a chance. You still have a chance to make something at home. You still have a chance to find people to love, find people who respect you for who you are, the things that you're into. There are other people like you, Norman, in the world, men and women. You've been through a lot. You put a lot of your self-actualization on if somebody was attracted to you, and then you went very woman hater when they weren't. You've gone both sides of the pendulum.
That is true. That is true. But you know what? There is one thing about this world that's been great. Actually, finding friends for the first time. Regardless of any powers I had, I did find friends.
That was good. The most important thing. To find connections and friendships.
I think that's the real reason why I love this world so much. It's the first time I actually had a genuine connection.
Yeah. We all know how that feels. And you should use that knowledge. Use that love. And make connections with people anywhere you are. It doesn't have to be here. It doesn't have to be forced friendships like this one where you're fighting to survive every day. You can just talk to people. You never really tried. And then you blamed others. That's the truth of it. at some point you have to take a little bit of responsibility for yourself. It is harder for some people than others to do certain things because life is difficult. People are difficult. You'll find people that won't like you, but you have to put in that effort yourself. You put in that effort here. This is the first time you've put in effort to make something of yourself. And you used the excuse that it was because of the magic at first, but you know that it wasn't. And you know that you can be resolved to be a better person and love and make connections and make friendships no matter where you are.
Oh, Norman has goosebumps. He's just like he almost like forgets about everything that's happening in the other room in reality, and he's just like, it's true. I just locked myself in my room and gave up. But here I was forced. I had no choice. I woke up here and I had no choice every day but to be put in the situations I never wanted to put myself in.
I need you to tell me, Norman, that you won't give up from now on. That even if you can't stay here, and even if you go back home, that you will do your best to make connections, to live a fuller life, still enjoy your hobbies. Don't change who you are, but have that positive impact on the world, and it will return to you in kind.
Norman just starts crying. Okay.
Yeah, she actually comes over and hugs you, and as she hugs you, the chains on your heart break apart, and the light envelops you, and you are back in the world, and the statue that you magic missiled crumbles.
Norman comes back and he's just like smiling but also crying.
Yes.
I think like Elemental Cody and Norman are like looking at each other across the room, just like nodding.
Sir Button is also going to run on over, and he looks over at Norman. Are you okay, my lord? What do you need me to do? I see you took down one of the statues. You want me to do one of that as well?
Sure.
He's going to run over and stab the last statue.
He's just role playing by himself, or do we just not see anything?
No, you don't see it. You don't see it.
No!
You don't see it. Do you want me to do it? I could do it, but then it's just me talking to myself.
It should be the end story.
I could do it. So he stabs, and all of a sudden he's in a room, and there's a guy there with glasses. Hello there, Sir Button. And Sir Button goes, oh, what's going on? Where am I?
Does he see a mushroom guy?
Yeah, I guess so. It's a little mushroom guy.
Makes sense.
What is your purpose in life? Well, my purpose is to serve and protect my lord. Are you in love with him? Oh, that's a impertinent question. Why would you ask me something like that? Be honest. Do you love him? Yeah. I guess I do. I admire him and I think he's amazing. Do you know anything about him? I mean, of course I do. He's the most powerful wizard in the land, and he's what they call a gamer, which I think just means powerful wizard. Do you know anything about his life before he came here? What do you mean by that? Do you know anything about his past, his parents? Has he talked to you? Have you gotten close to him? Have you cared to learn anything about him? Or do you just idolize him because he's a powerful magician? Because he gives you attention? Because he can do things you could never imagine? I mean, I guess. Hey, what's going on here? I'm like his squire. But are you? Or are you just kept around to be another body on the battlefield? Somebody who could be useful. I mean, he wouldn't be mean like that. No, I'm not saying he would be mean like that. But I think you need to have a little bit more self-respect. You need to do things for yourself and not just be constantly pleasing others. Oh, okay. Be honest with yourself, Button. Do you think Norman returns your feelings? I'm not quite sure, actually. That's okay if he doesn't. Sometimes people aren't meant to be, and there's a parasocial power imbalance in your relationship. That's not the grounds for a healthy relationship. That's not the grounds for anything like that. You need to stop putting him on a pedestal. If you want to confess your feelings and talk to him, you can, but you need to do it from a point of an equal, not a point of somebody who worships him. Okay? I guess so. I just never really thought about it like that. Just I've always been serving people. I've always been a knight for my father and for everyone around me. You're right, actually. I was fooling myself. Don't be sad. Don't cry. It's okay. You'll get through this. And even if it doesn't work out with Norman, there will be somebody for you. There will be somebody who respects you for who you are. And you can find happiness in that. Just be yourself. Okay. And then he comes back, and the tower is destroyed. You happy now, guys? You happy?
Yeah! I really wanted that. I was so locked in.
Same.
I forgot that this was like a section.
This is getting deep, man. This is getting really fucking deep. I love
that this radio drama is so much fun.
Jesus Christ, yeah.
Okay. He looks round, and he makes eye contact with Norman. And he just smiles slightly. Wilhelm, you're in a room. Now, she looks at you and goes, "How are you feeling?"
Mostly confused.
That's understandable after what you've been through. You have a lot of memories rushing back now. Let me ask you, how much do you remember about your life before all of this? Nobody can blame you for acting the way that you do. You don't even blame yourself, I know that. But you have a child. You have a child. And you have people in your life that you care about. Everybody does. You are a shattered vase. You hurt people. You are just fragments of a vase that is sharp and hurts everybody that you're near.
Into the heart. How big is the heart, by the way?
And yes, I mean it's about heart-sized.
Oh, I thought this was like a large one.
No, it is maybe slightly bigger, but it's not climbable into. You hurt
throw
people.
The heart at the person.
Yeah,
she catches it, throws it back. We can play this game all you want.
I'm not going to therapy.
When you put a vase back together, it will never be the same as if it was before it was shattered. You learn from the experiences, but oftentimes it can become more beautiful. The cracks are sealed up.
You've never heard of glue.
The glue indicates the scars that you have been through, but you can still hold water. You can still be someone productive, and you can still have a place in this world. You may think that everything is, you're living a life of crime. The world is a terrible place, and it is. But it's only a terrible place because of all the shattered pottery, from all the shattered vases, from all the shatterings of other pottery from other shattered vases. You can be better than that.
I'm gonna let you know I've not listened to anything you've said, and I'm gonna keep hurting stuff. I didn't want to have to do this.
Oh God.
But I'm going to have to use the blackest magics that my friend Norman taught to me.
Oh no.
A magic from his era that many consider too dangerous and too powerful. I'm gonna have to cancel you.
Oh no!
What you fail to see is you are coming from a place of severe privilege, going up in a world that is softer and easier than mine by claiming you know anything of my emotional pain, and going through it you are invalidating my experience, which is offensive in all veterans, civilians caught in the ceasefire, and the children of the men who are hurt by this action. By insisting in this therapy session, you have also stolen my agency, putting me in an anxiety-inducing situation that could induce a PTSD episode. This is not only dangerous, but shows you are a narcissist who only cares about your goals as well as invalidating mine. You are, without a doubt, dehumanizing me worse than any enemy ever did, and if you do not release me immediately, I will take this further to its conclusion that will end up deleting you. And by that, I need to roll intimidation.
It's advantage on that shit.
And he smiles and he says, "Wilhelm, you're right. You're right."
Can I roll intimidation or something? I feel good about that.
You don't need to roll. Whatever you roll, you're gonna succeed. He says, "Wilhelm, you're right. It is taking the agency away from you. You know, these are real medical problems that you're going to have to deal with. And I'm glad that you can realize that. These statues were made hundreds of years ago by Vestoria to make sure that priests could come here and have like a sort of a no back out way of, confessing, talking about their feelings, just by touching the statue with anything that happens. You were brought here for that because you attacked the statue. You didn't know that. And now I understand.
Promise me one thing. I deliberately didn't listen to anything you just said.
Promise me one thing before you go. You are smart, you're strong, and you've been through a lot. And it's very clear that you understand the gravity of the situation that you are in. Promise me that you'll at least try.
Deal.
And then the chains break apart on your heart, and you reappear back into the world.
Probably not, though.
As you guys approach the fountain, you see a gathering of people there. And Little Feather immediately flies towards you guys, because she can see you guys coming. She lands, and she immediately gives Cody a hug. and goes, "Welcome back.
Sweep her up.
Did you see what? Oh, so she's in your arms,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Princess Carrie. Did you see what is the fountain? It has activated.
Yeah, we did it.
It's incredible.
We got them all. Yeah, we
She
beat
sort of-
all the gods. I can't imagine there would be any other opponents that we have to face now.
Who else are?
Snow surprisingly has been very cooperative.
Okay.
I think
See, I knew this would work out.
Then Broken Wing in the distance comes towards you guys, and he like Little Wing leaves your arms, and
Little Wing.
Little Wing, Little Feather leaves your arms and stands next to Broken Wing, and Broken Wing comes up, and he goes, "Hello, Cody. It's good to see you again. It's good to see." I want to
give him like a big hug, just like a big brotherly hug, like pat him on the back and stuff.
Aw, that's nice.
And he smiles as he puts his hands on your shoulders.
I told you I'd look after her.
It seems like you did more than look after her. Don't worry, I am not angry. It's great. It's great to be a nephew, to be an uncle now.
To be a nephew.
And on his back, he turns around and you see that there's a tiny little baby that's half human, half avian. So like a little guy with little feathers on the corners of his face, little tucked in wings, like a human. And he looks up.
Cody, you're a dad.
Oh my god. Cody's gonna be like can you like pick him up?
Pick him up. Yeah.
Pick him up, and he's just gonna start crying.
Weeping. He has human facial features. But a lot of his body is more bird-like.
Is he cute?
Is he cute, or is he kind of fucked up?
No, he's actually very cute. He's very cute.
He's very cute. Okay,
right.
sweet, good. Like
He
Cody's
says-
just like laughing and sobbing, and he turns a little further. He's like,
Yes, it is our child. We have not come up with a name for him yet. I was gonna wait until you came back.
"Oh God, name? I haven't thought of anything."
I feel like he should have a name from his father before you leave.
Actually, I wanted to talk to you about that.
Yes?
Look, I don't know what's gonna happen with this fountain, but if I'm given the choice, I think I have to stay here.
Are you sure?
I want to be a father.
Nothing would make me happier than being able to spend the rest of my life with you and our child. But
In fact, I'm gonna hand the young unnamed baby back to Broken Wing. I don't just want to be a father. I'm gonna pull off the spell refueling ring that Anthony gave me.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go down on one knee. I want to be a husband.
So nice.
holy shit!
Little Feather, will you marry me?
That's beautiful.
She tears up. She goes, I did not expect this. Of course. Yes, of course I will. And she just envelops you in her wings and holds you close.
Yeah, there's no way this ring is fitting. It's gigantic, but it's a gesture.
Oh my god, that's glorious. I'm so happy for you both. Congratulations.
We're just like crying and hugging, and the
I'm getting
baby's
weepy
there.
too. This is emotional, man. Yeah. I wish I could stay for the wedding. I'm getting the hell out of here. But I'm just like,
Oh yeah,
You
I don't
barely
blame
been
you.
here.
fuck out of here. But I wish you the both. I wish you the best.
You
All
guys
right, I walk in
enter
the fountain. Yeah.
into the fountain.
Okay.
And there is a flash of white light. And you see the figure of, none of you would recognize him maybe, but it's Tony would recognize him. You see this man in shining, glimmering armor with angelic wings. You see the figure of Palladium. And he looks down and he says, "Welcome, brave adventurers. What are your wishes?" And you see a grin form underneath his helmet. I know we've had our differences, but I'm willing to grant your wishes. I know you want old Tony back, don't you? And you see this weird
You
figure.
can bring back my grandpa?
Of course I can.
Don't listen to him.
I can bring back old
Well, now,
Tony.
hold on a second now.
I have a question, a really important question.
Yes.
No matter what the wish, you have to grant it because we activate all those things, right?
Of course.
I wish you'd kill yourself.
Your friend Wellington. Well, I can't. I don't have the power to kill myself. Your friend Wellington wished for us to be sealed away, and we complied. Of course we would. We grant all the wishes that don't lead in our deaths. So, listen, I mean, if you want to do that as well, be my guest. I'm your friend. You may have killed Clarissa, but she was only trying to tell you the same thing. Do you not want to bring old Tony back? Do you not want to leave this place? Do you not want potential power beyond your imagination? Norman, don't you want snake girls? A plenty that will fall in love with you? Cody, don't you want giant muscles?
He's already got that. He already has them.
The shark, don't you want...
Yeah, it's hard for me, isn't it? It's real hard.
Don't you want to be normal? Don't you want to not be traumatized? I can do this for you. I have.
You know
this
what?
power.
If you just show me the door back to my own time, and I never have to come back here again.
You have to agree to make the wish, and I can make it true.
Wish.
3 wishes. It's 3 wishes.
Can't multiply wishes,
guys.
But there's 4 of us.
We can't give this guy any power over us. Okay, that's the whole problem. That's why this cycle has continued for so long, with people dying and being pulled out of our world to suffer.
I wish whatever the consequences are for my next 2 wishes were to be nullified.
I'm going to step in here. You will have to tell me if you are making a wish. Like, formally, it has to be a group decision.
Okay, guys, group huddle. One of the let's huddle. Let's huddle up.
All right, Cody. I'm gonna be honest. My memory is really bad, and along the way, I've kind of forgot the purpose of our journey. So, can we get a regroup here? If we choose to do the wishes, the cycle continues, right? And people keep on getting sent back into this world, playing this game, fighting for wishes. Wellington sealed them away with his wish.
Yeah, but they still found a way to come back because these pendants existed. They pulled us out of our real world, you know. Mm-hmm. William Shakespeare wouldn't have had to die if he didn't get pulled here. Who knows what that's done to history?
They can also die too, because we've killed some of them, unless they just come right back. If I don't want to ruin everybody's lives here. So, I mean, like, if it comes down to me still being stuck here, I'll figure out some other way to get back. I'll build a matter transporter or something. I'll figure something out. Wellington knows he has stuff. So, do you not wish for anything at all?
I think the only way out of here is to kill these guys. Because they are doing anything that they can to keep themselves alive.
Come on, guys, we're running out of time. Do you not want
you
old
never
Tony
said
back?
anything about
a time limit. That's a made-up time limit.
I'm okay with that if that's the way it goes.
So if I was this evil dude, right, I would make it so after the 3rd wish, that's when the bad things happen. So what if we use our first 2 wishes to power ourselves up to fight them?
Wait, I actually like that a lot.
I like that idea. I like that.
I wish to be level. Wait, that's not an official wish. I wish to be level 20, or I wish that we're all level 20.
You told me you told me about this character named Goku. What if we all wish to be as powerful as Goku?
Now that's crazy.
You know I can hear you. I'm super happy to grant those wishes. I'll grant any wish.
This is a private. This is an A to B conversation. So see your way out.
We're in a spectral void. I can hear everything that you're saying. Hurry up! He has like panic in his eyes.
He's really in a hurry. He's really in a hurry.
Okay, so let's just.
I like the power up idea. Let's do that though.
Let's do the Goku thing.
Yeah.
Wait. I'm just worried about asking this guy for anything. What happens if you run out of time?
I can grant you any wish. 3 wishes.
I think we wait an hour.
I can grant you wishes.
All right.
Why are you in a hurry?
Very slowly, I am going to put forth the idea that it's funny how much this is bothering him, and so we should continue this conversation.
I understand, Shark. By the way, tell us your life story again from the day you were born.
I was born a small, poor black child in North Carolina.
Do you not care about old Tony's life? He was your grandfather. He was your friend. I can bring him back. Just give me the power. Just give it to me.
I have something to say. Okay, well.
Actually, I wanted to talk to you about that.
Yes?
Look, I don't know what's going to happen with this fountain, but if I'm given the choice, I think I have to stay here.
Are you sure?
I want to be a father.
Nothing would make me happier than being able to spend the rest of my life with you and our child. But
in fact, I'm going to hand the young, unnamed baby back to Broken Wing.
Okay.
I don't just want to be a father. And I'm going to pull off the spell refueling ring that Anthony gave me.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go down on one knee. I want to be a husband.
That's so nice.
Holy shit!
Little Feather, will you marry me?
That's beautiful.
She tears up. She goes, I did not expect this. Of course. Yes, of course I will. And she just envelops you in her wings and holds you close.
Yeah, there's no way this ring is fitting. It's gigantic, but it's a gesture.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's glorious. I'm so happy for you both. Congratulations.
We're just like crying and hugging, and the
I'm getting
baby's
weepy
there.
too. This is emotional, man. Yeah. I wish I could stay for the wedding. I'm getting the hell out of here. But I'm just like,
Oh yeah,
You better be here.
fuck out of here. But I wish you the both. I wish you the best. All right. Consider the jump barbell my wedding gift. There you go. Like, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
And to your guys' surprise, also in the distance, walking up, is a man you don't recognize, sort of a teenaged boy, and he comes up and he goes, "Hello." He seems a bit shy.
How emo does this kid look?
He's a little bit disheveled. I don't know if he looks emo.
All right. Hello there. Can we help you, young man?
I was Brick. He says.
I don't know who that is.
What?
Instantly, Cody's like.
So was it an industrial accident? I never got
and then,
answer to that.
Oh no, it was okay. And then this happened.
You guys are still talking.
I'm about to answer it. And then,
You're about to answer, and then you are now in a different place. Sort of a white, a white void, but there's chairs, and there's a sort of a being at a table with sort of flowing pale green hair. She's sort of a little bit imperceptible in the way that she moves and walks, but she smiles, or you think she does, and she looks at you and she smiles.
Hey.
She goes, "Thank you. I think it's time for me to introduce myself. My name is Vestoria."
Oh, you said the thing!
Like the card game!
Yeah. Yes, she pulls out the card game on the table, and we just that's our reward.
Holy shit.
Thank you.
50 episode for a plug for a card game.
Thank you for not giving my power away.
Thank God we were being annoying and didn't end up using those wishes.
Yeah, really.
Time, guys.
I knew they wanted the wishes. Otherwise, why would they offer them, right?
I got that when he started screaming at us to please wish. Like, I got that.
That definitely helped. That definitely helped.
So I guess we're doing a boss gauntlet type thing, huh, Norman?
How did you lose your toe?
Oh, okay. Well, you see, what happened was, there was a genetic thing.
That story is gonna get pissed tonight.
No, she just smiles and she says, "I'm glad that you're comfortable and you're not scared about this happening."
As an epic gamer myself, I see that we have to take out these gods, but I don't know if we could. This might be a difficult journey. Or is there anything you could do to power us up?
Yes, but not right now.
Okay, well, do we have...
Have you ever heard of the Super Saiyan?
That's just a myth.
Yes.
Yeah. There is one goon remaining. Goon turns to Wilhelm and says, "Hey, you are gonna marry my sister. If she trusts you, I trust you." He walks towards Wilhelm. "What's your name?"
Wilhelm.
What a strong Italian name. I just saw my sister disintegrate. Am I alive?
Maybe, I don't know.
I don't know. I'm just realizing that the only memories I have is the fact that she's my sister. Or the only memories I have is this church. Man, what's going on? Do you mind if I just sit down here? I need a cigarette. He pulls out a thing of cigarettes and he opens it up. They're empty.
Oh no.
Yeah, because Frank stole all your cigarettes.
I never even had any cigarettes. Hachiko's orders from Cody was to blow up the goons. So Hachiko's got a firebolt the goon that's having an existential crisis. I know he doesn't have firebolt. He's a bard. He does have vicious mockery though, so he's going to do that.
Oh, oh my god! Just 1 psychic damage.
Oh wow. Okay, well he's going to do a wisdom save, but genuinely, 1 is not enough to kill this guy. He has 2 hit points.
He's already taken enough psychic damage. He doesn't need this much.
You just gave him depression on top of everything.
So Hachiko barks something, and the goon goes, "Oh, you're right, man." And he takes 1 damage, but he doesn't die. He's still on 1 HP. The goon looks up at the dog charging towards him and goes, "Well, I was going to say you killed my family and my friends, but I'm not even sure if they were really my family and friends."
That's right.
Hey, man, you can just leave me alone. I'm not going to hurt you anymore. I'm going to do a goon persuasion roll. He quits his charisma!
He's getting back
critically.
into the
Oh my god.
Hachiko sees something in the goon's eyes. Like, he knows that he's given up. Hachiko bows his head down and acknowledges the goon. And the goon looks up and, like, pets Hachiko. "You're right, Hachiko. Thanks for telling me your name, by the way. I can understand dog." And he stands up. He pulls out his gun. He says, "My life is essentially a prison, and it's all because of that guy right there." The holy bullet flies through Frank, pierces him, and leaves him on 1 singular HP. It is now the goon's turn in the turn
Come
order.
on, goon. Come on, buddy.
And the goon,
this could be crazy.
The goon has his gun raised.
He could do it. Okay,
Let's
go do this.
Everything from me, but at the same time,
Jimmy too.
you gave me everything. My life is you fucked me up. And either, if I shoot you now, either I'm gonna disappear like the rest, and then at least it's an end of this miserable existence, or I'll be free of my shackles. And both are better than living as your puppet. You know what they say? Bada bing. Bada bada boom! And the bullet flies out and fucking pierces Frank through the forehead. And he collapses to the ground.
Oh my god.
Blood splattering.
An NPC of his own creation got sentience and shot him.
The goon. And as Frank falls to the ground, you actually do see the goon start to slowly disappear.
No! No!
And he goes, "I guess I wasn't real after all, guys. You know what? It feels good to get a little bit of revenge."
Hachiko, save him!
Oh! Hachiko looks on. "It's okay there. Don't wait for me." And he disintegrates.
You're cruel, man. You're an evil man.
And he disappears. Okay. George Washington is going to try and cast a cleric spell. He's going to point at Drew and say, "You know what? This is what we must do. We must banish these gods." He's going to cast banishment. So you guys win!
Whoa! Wait a minute. What plane does he... Wait, isn't this his native plane, though?
I just realized he had banishment!
Right, no, but is this his native plane?
Yeah, I think it is his native plane.
Then he gets sent somewhere else.
He would come back. He would come back.
Yeah.
Washington just
wins. Do you know where he goes? He goes to Earth. So yeah. So what happens is George Washington does banishment on him, and Drew suddenly appears in California in the gym. And he's looking around. He's like, "What is this place? Why do they have such high-tech equipment?" It's 1 minute of time in this universe, but we don't know how long that is in the other universe. So
he spends 2 years in our world. Yeah.
He just spends like a lifetime. He just like
he gets like the family and kids.
He just like starts, he like raises a family. Actually, this is what I say. This is how I'll make it work. This is how I'll make it work. Yes, he does live a life. But when he transports to this one, he goes back at the time he would have been injured. He goes back to himself where he was injured, right? So he doesn't, even if he takes a long rest in this other plane, when he comes back, he will just be the same self he was before he left.
Man, that sucks, though.
But mentally he'll be different.
into the world.
Drew
right?
pops back into the world. We got the.
We're just gonna go through a round of just surprise. Attack him!
So as those rocks hit him, he comes out of his animal form, and now he lands in his human form, and now he stands there, and he looks up, and he turns to Cody, and he goes, I didn't know.
Wait, I have a very important question.
Sorry, I didn't know. It's crazy.
Wait! He looks around at everybody.
Yeah.
I've been blinded, both literally and mentally. Cody, come out of your Stegosaurus form for a second.
Cody is gonna end his wild shape, and he lands on the floor.
Eleanor, your mother. It's me.
What?
It's me, Jody. That's the name of it's on the wiki, the name of your father is Jody. I've lived a life. I look different now. I mean, I remember you so much younger.
What are you saying?
I shaved off the mustache. I didn't know what to do with myself, and I met a wonderful woman, Eleanor. She led me through everything. And we had a child together, and I remember teaching him the ways of nature, the ways of animals. And then I got drafted into the Vietnam War. And as I was fighting in the war, I suddenly came back here, and then I remembered everything. I was so angry that I'd been pulled back here that I started fighting you guys again. But now I don't know. Cody.
Cody is shell-shocked, dude. Dad?
Cody, I'm sorry. I don't know who I am anymore.
Can I make an insight check?
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. The reason why he says Eleanor is he would have no way of knowing that name otherwise.
Nobody in this world knows my mother's name.
Exactly. That's why I wanted it. He puts his hands on your shoulder and he says, I'm sorry that I left you as a child. I didn't mean to.
Okay. Cody breaks down crying.
He holds you in his arms. But this is where I was from. I was just a crazy man in the woods, lifting weights until Palladium found me. And he promised me power and godhood. He needed people to be able to take down Vestoria together. And I was so dumb and thick-headed. And then, things just started getting out of control, and I desperately was just trying to protect my position because I didn't want to disappear. But, Cody.
What do we do? What now?
You're going to have to kill me, Cody.
Oh, God.
No, you have to be able to surrender. You have to be able to go back.
It's part of my... I only exist as a god because I stole Vestoria's power. I'm not a god, I'm just a man like you. And if I lose that, I die.
Oh my God, dude.
Did you ever wonder why you were so muscular?
The only reason Cody was born is because George Washington banished Drew in this fight.
It's the bootstrap paradox. Do not think about it.
No, just
do not think about the bootstrap paradox. It exists in this moment.
I'm gonna offer this, Cody. Do you want me to mice admit him? I'll do it.
Mm-hmm. Before that, I will just look into Drew's eyes. I'm like, you're grandfather now.
I'm a grandfather.
Yeah.
Oh.
I need a kid.
What are you gonna name him?
We hadn't decided yet, but I was kind of thinking, maybe Jody Jr.
Jody Jr. You could name him Drew.
No,
that's a shit name.
We got a real relationship.
Yeah, not really feeling that one.
Drew doesn't really feel like me, actually.
Dad, I have so much to say.
You have your mother's hair
conflicted.
and your mother's eyes, but you have my muscles.
Yeah,
and my
it was everything
smile.
that you taught me that let me get this far. Maybe we can leave this place. And I know you said you have to die, but like, can't you talk to Vestoria?
I can't really leave my domain. I can talk to the mortals of Vestoria, but this is where I live. I mean,
yeah.
Before I die, we could spend some time together in this.
I look around at the gym and I'm like,
yeah.
One last time.
Let's Let's go lift some weights at the jungle gym, my son.
Bruh.
All right.
Fucking the saddest training montage of all time.
There's a sad 80s music in the background. The bears also have joined in and start lifting weights.
Close my eyes.
It's the Rocky
horns.
The Rocky horns slowed down in an octave lower, so it's like.
Can you give me a spot, son?
at the end of all this,
The sun's going down. It's all bathed in the sunset.
I wanna. Yeah. I do wanna walk to Wilhelm. Like, Wilhelm, can you do me this one favor?
You want me to kill him? I mean, sorry, hold up. Would you like me to take him out?
No, I think this is something I need you to do because, you know, this is your domain. Okay.
Okay. I'm just
gonna be over here.
Yeah. I'm gonna talk to Jesus real quick. I need to talk to Jesus first.
Hey, buddy. How are you doing?
I took this whole thing where like I'm not gonna kill anymore, but now someone's asking me to mercy kill their father. It's kind of a gray space for me. Do I get your blessing for like this is an okay kill because it's like for a reason, or is this still like no bueno?
He puts a hand on your shoulder and he says, "Jesus says euthanasia is a-okay."
Okay, cool. Cool. All right then. No, that's like John 4857 or something. Let's go. Yeah.
Someone clip that for you. Someone clip that.
All right. I'm gonna go up to Cody's dad and be like, "Hell of a fighter." Hell of a fighter.
He looks at you and says, "You're a friend of my son's. You all are."
Yeah.
And I appreciate everything that you're doing for him. Make sure that he lives a good life. I enjoyed my final moments with him. But beforehand, let me use a druid spell. He puts a hand up. And he's going to cast Mass Cure Wounds.
Oh, let's go! Wow. Dad. This is the worst.
This is so sad.
I want you to do it now.
Okay. I'm going to position him so like he falls into the stream and like he gets washed away. Okay. I'm going to go for like the base of the spine. I've heard that's the cleanest, so I'm going to go right there.
The bullet goes through his spine, kills him instantaneously. He collapses to the ground in a pool of... into the river, and washes away slowly. He dies with a smile on his face as the sort of Vistoria's energy leaves him.
I go up to Cody and put a hand on his shoulder. You gonna be all right, man?
I don't know, man.
Do you want a hug?
Yeah.
Okay, come here. Sorry.
Bring it in.
Yep.
I think Cody's out of tears now, but he is just like drained, and he just like leans against you as he hugs you.
It's all right. It's all right, man.
And now it's the moment of truth. George Washington. If he gets underneath a 10 here, George Washington is dead. And need I remind you that when an Isekai character dies, they cannot be revived.
Is this the death of America?
Is this the death? If he gets underneath a 10 here, George Washington is dead.
Is this the death of America?
Is this the death of democracy?
Is currently doing CPR really bad.
Can we do a 3, 2, 1 to post it?
Yeah. Okay. You guys want to sing the American national anthem?
If you just wanted to do it, just to give us a little bit of a
shake
can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming.
3, okay, 2, 1. George Washington! He opens his eyes slightly. He sees you, Norman, desperately trying. He goes,
George,
you know what, Norman?
George!
You are a true American.
It's too soon. Don't go into the light, George. Think of democracy.
Democracy does not die with me.
Oh, that's tough.
And he closes his eyes, and George Washington dies.
No.
Norman sheds a tear and like closes his eyes, and he gets up and he's like, "I'm a war mage. I only know war." And he starts walking towards Barbarossa.
Barbarossa does have a legendary action, and she will
kill him again.
She's gonna throw a rock at Norman, I think.
It hits.
Unfortunately, 24 though, so you're still fine.
Yeah,
you sort of, but you're determined. You're like fucking smashes on your head, but you walk through it.
Yeah, you get Norman gets pushed back and smoke and snow pops up, and you see Norman keep on walking through the snow.
Yeah, the dragon is currently upside down, right?
I run toward the sphincter.
You fly towards the sphincter.
Yes, fly toward the sphincter. Yeah.
Okay.
Can I climb in? We gotta go this way with it.
It's not. Well, how big do you think his asshole is?
He's a giant
big
dragon.
boy.
He's gargantuan.
He's got a regular asshole.
It still has to be watertight.
Yeah,
gargantuan. Gargantuan.
No, it still has
to be watertight.
That's not how fucking assholes work.
I gotta make my way in, but I gotta.
Yeah, Barbarossa's asshole was actually just a cave that you could have walked inside. Oh wow!
I gotta figure out a way to get inside this dragon. I gotta figure out a way to get.
What do you mean? You gotta figure out a way to get inside the dragon. His asshole is currently occupied by a something I would only describe as, in no way, shape, or form, a weapon.
Okay, I'll pull that out and drop it on the ground. Can I do that at least?
Well, that's gonna be a strength, please, to pull that out, because it's like the fucking sword in the stone. It's not too hard.
26.
You pull it out, and oh god, okay.
Drop it on the ground. I let that go, so that falls.
Sorry, chat did make one good joke, which is they just described that as Excalibur.
Okay, yeah, you pull out Excalibur out of the dragon.
What did I come back to? This is crazy.
You are covered in shit.
Agnes is from the fucking 1400s. It's fine.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
Wreathed in cold flame. I quarterback my way into this.
Okay, now you have to push the asshole open again. One more athletics check for me, please.
19.
19 is good enough. You grip the anus of the dragon and insert yourself into it.
Fly into it. All right.
And I guess it will take 2d8 damage for every turn you are inside its anus, because you have a shield of ice around you.
Damage.
How are you breathing when you're in there?
How long can a human being breathe without oxygen? I'd say Agnes, 3-4 minutes.
Yeah,
con
that's
save,
fine.
Maybe.
That's going to be the rest of the combat.
16 con, in case you're curious about that. All right.
So Agnes
you can hold your breath.
Agnes is snug tight inside the asshole of this dragon.
All right, that's what we accomplished.
Whatever's happening in the sky there is against God.
Rustage, I'm sorry, but I gotta come up with clever ways to fucking beat this dragon.
I know what you're doing next. I know what you're doing next turn.
You do not. You think you do. You do fucking not. I guarantee it right now. I'm not enlarging. I'm not using that. I have another thing planned.
You got another thing?
Into Antron and uses the nuke.
Wait, are you gonna activate the pendant whilst inside the dragon? So whoever gets pulled into this fucking hellhole is gonna be some random geezer from the 1700s? Like, why am I inside an anus?
You don't know shit, and quit guessing, because you're not gonna get it.
I'm not gonna get it. I'm not gonna get it. I'm not gonna get it. Okay.
This has been beat for beat somebody's fetish.
And you know what? We've reached time.
There you go.
That one lucky viewer got to finish the same time we did.
Well, Jesus, he looks up at the dragon in the sky. He goes, man, I wish I was up there, back at home, in heaven. And he turns around to Great Shot. And I think Jesus will probably just break his invisibility immediately and start beating the shit out of Great Shot.
But it'll give him some advantage,
right?
Yeah, he has advantage.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Wait.
Oh my god, Jesus Christ! Literally, Jesus Christ with 2 critical hits on Great Shot. He comes out of invisibility and he's like... What the fuck, man?
50 fucking damage from the Son of God.
50 damage? Jesus Christ comes out of I don't know what happened to it. Okay, sorry. He sees the dragon go up. He sees Agnes enter the arse. He sees Blackbeard. All of this is happening. And he closes his eyes and God appears. He goes, Father, man, I've been away for so long. I don't know. I thought this world wasn't real, man. I thought this was just like a test, or it wasn't a world created by you. And God looks at Jesus and says, all worlds are created by us, my boy. We are the one true God.
Wow. All right, so Christianity is true and accurate, and This is the actual Jesus Christ.
God places a hand on Jesus' shoulder and he says, "Show them why you are the son of God." This very much could just be this guy's delusion. He's like, he's like,
that's
out for a second.
He's schizophrenic.
Yeah, he could have just smoked way too much weed.
This is just happening in his head. And he goes, "You show them why you are the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit." And the Holy Spirit flies out of God and goes, "Yes, take my power," and flies into Jesus. And Jesus is full, and then like the Ultra Instinct theme plays from Dragon Ball Super, and Jesus with burning blue light in his eyes comes out of invisibility. And Daniel Greene, how does he attack Great Shot?
You see 2 nails grow from his hands. The power of Christ compels you, and I'm stealing this from chat, to die. And he claps his hands on the guy's head.
Holy shit! Dealing 50 damage.
Yeah, I'm gonna join my mentor in beating the fuck out of this bird bitch.
You join Jesus, he looks over at you, you see the burning blue light in his eyes, and he says, "My pupil, Wilhelm, would you like the power of the Holy Spirit within you too?"
No.
Please.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
Really fair. He goes, "Understandable. Have a nice day."
No. Are you sure I'm deserving of it? Like, if I okay, I don't think I've done anything bad. Don't mention the making children deal drugs, killing William Shakespeare, taking part in wars, the small genocide, distribution of alcohol, possibly drugging some people, and a few other things. But I think I've earned it, right? Like, I can take it. I'm afraid I'll burst into flame.
I think I've earned it. Yeah.
You are forgiven for all of your sins.
Oh, okay, then I'd say yes. Cool, I take it.
Jesus Christ, just forgive him of everything.
He puts a hand on your shoulder, and this. Ooh, hi, I'm the Holy Spirit. It flows through you, Wilhelm.
Guy, now that I have the Holy Spirit in me, old school, and do it mafia style, I'm going for the knees.
Yeah. With advantage for the first one.
And it's a crit! What? This Holy Spirit's going crazy!
Advantage, yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect.
And I'm gonna use. I'll do a trip attack.
Cool. Damage. He's got to do, what is it? I think it's a dex save. He succeeds. I think. I didn't even look.
Oh my god!
Every roll so far has been a crit.
Oh my god!
Every roll has been a crit so far. He critically succeeds. The Holy Spirit leaves you and enters him.
What are the odds? What
because
are the mathematical
it turns
odds
out
of this?
the Holy Spirit is it's just via contact. It's like a disease.
The Holy Spirit is a slut.
It's like a disease is crazy.
Boneslaw hits Great Shot with one of his spectral fists. It slams into him, dealing 17 damage, and the Holy Spirit leaves Great Shot and enters Boneslaw. Boneslaw then goes, "What the fuck is this?" And he grabs the Holy Spirit and throws it away.
Does it land on Norman?
No, it's just gone now.
Just leaves.
And then the Holy Spirit goes, "Okay then, if you don't want me, bye," and leaves.
No, that's fine. It's also giving off light, which is handy inside of here.
Yeah, so you can see the grimy insides of this dragon anus that you
I am going to use my movement to squirm my way through the large intestine into the small intestine to make my way into the stomach.
If you're going towards the stomach, I need another strength check, if that's all right.
Let's do it.
Like an athletics or a strength.
Let's go athletics.
You crit! You crit!
Oh, yeah!
I know where the Holy Spirit was thrown to.
Agnes is like butterflying through. It's just like swimming through the yaks back in my homeland. Yes.
Agnes has definitely done this before.
Yeah, she has done this before.
You know, okay, remember
she has swam through a whale, canonically.
Speaking of Dragon Ball Z, you know the father-son Kamehameha, where Gohan does it and the ghost of Goku appears behind him. Agnes, you're squirming through this anus, and the Holy Spirit appears behind you and helps. And
thank you.
And the Holy Spirit shapes into old Tony for a second and gives you a wink before dissipating.
I don't know who that is, but damn was he handsome.
Jesus is unconscious. He's so great if this was a crit as well, like the Holy Spirit returns.
Yeah.
No, it's a crit fail! The Holy Spirit is gone! Jesus Christ.
I'm slapping. Jesus, please stay with us, Jesus.
The Holy Spirit left, and Jesus missed his attacks.
Yeah.
Rolled a crit fail on the saving throw.
Genuinely.
Everything's been going wrong.
Everything has been going wrong for Jesus ever since the Holy Spirit left.
I'm going to do something I've never done before. I'm going to summon a Draconic Spirit. I'm going to summon a 6th level Draconic Spirit. It is a large dragon. Just for chat's sake, because you guys can't see the battle map, the dragon that Daniel has provided me, that Daniel Rustage provided me, is what I can only describe as a scribble.
What do you want, huh?
Unrecognizable. You have a dragon token from the previous map. I thought you were just going to copy paste it for
There's
me.
also the ice dragon we fought back in the day.
This is Toon World. Actually, you know what? It's not going to look like that dragon. When you summon it, it looks like the Toon Dragon from Yu-Gi-Oh! Because we're in fucking Toonland. So you're now riding on the back of a giant Toon Dragon who goes, and that means he talks. And so he goes, oh, hey, Cody!
Hey, dragon!
Hey, you know Dick Cheney made money off the Iraq War?
There was a war in Iraq?
Oh, whoops! Fuck that all up! Watch out! Don't go to the Twin Towers!
Oh, man, Dick Cheney reference in 2025. Holy fuck.
All right. Yo, hit this gummy guy.
They
and then he gets to use his breath weapon.
Jet fuel can't melt steel beams, but this dragon's breath can melt gummy bears.
All right.
You heard about JFK? That shit sucks, man. I heard it was his own guy in his car. He's a conspiracy dragon, I guess. I'm going to flatten this gummy goon like the earth. Says the dragon. You hate this. You hate this.
I really thought this was going to be my cool moment. I thought the Toon Dragon thing was really cool.
Yeah, the Toon Dragon.
Putting on the back of a big Toon Dragon is awesome.
I don't know why.
The fact he's a conspiracy theorist.
And they're just going to get more crazy. I'm starting with like base level stuff, but
only I can hear them, and Cody is just ignoring them.
That's true. Also, yeah, we can't even hear this.
So this doesn't ruin my image.
Wow, Cody looks so cool right now, riding on that Toon Dragon.
The dragon is
getting all stone-like.
The dragon is going to say, I know you think that only you can hear me, but everybody can hear me. Which is not true. He's lying to you, but I don't know if you believe him.
I don't believe him because he also just said the Earth is flat. So I think I'm fine.
But do you know who is listening in on this conversation? The government. Okay, so Gummigoon melts into a red gelatinous puddle on the ground. Cody, your dragon says, that's what happened to Jimmy Carter.
Too soon, Rustage. Too fucking soon. Can you tell me?
I'm gonna command the dragon now after my turn just to attack the balloon guy.
Did you know balloons were invented to kidnap children so that they could do experiments on them?
Okay. Good job, dragon.
Yeah. No worries, my friend. Listen, I'm just happy to have somebody to finally talk to. I got a lot going on in here. I got big ideas.
In my head, the only way that this makes sense that I've summoned a dragon that's like this fucked up is that something about this domain is corrupting
it's fucking you up.
That's what I'm hoping.
Did you know that American football was invented by the ancient Mesopotamians?
I mean, there's only a certain number of games you can play with a ball.
They still called it American football, though. We have the writings.
Weird.
So they predicted. They're trying to hide time travel from us, is what I'm saying.
The Egyptians also had it. Yeah, that's true.
The Egyptians aren't real, apparently, and I believe that.
Really?
I've never been to Egypt. Okay, so I don't know.
That did just remind me that Draconic Spirit is concentration. So
I
Give
would
me
have
the con
to roll
save.
Yeah,
17.
So the dragon at the end of this episode, the dragon goes, but I have so many theories. I have so many more things to say. I have so many things that don't reflect the thoughts of my creator at all.
Bye, dragon.
Vestoria goes, I can't believe you did it. We're almost there. I have enough power in me now. I can give you the equivalent of a long rest.
Let's go.
I can do it. You gotta give me a second to do it. And she starts like it feels like she's casting a magic thing. And as she does, this giant blade comes from behind and pierces her through the chest.
Oh shit.
And she goes, and she looks behind her. The door to the paladin thing is wide open. And behind Vestoria is this giant suit of armor and light. It is palladium
laid bare before you, standing there. Sword through Vestoria, he rips it out and says, I have had enough of this! And he points a finger at all of you, and he says, you want to go back so bad, huh? You want to go back so bad? I'll send you back. And the void starts moving around you and starts shifting. I'll send you back, and that way you will never be able to take this away from me. And the void starts continuing to shift around you. Norman, around you see walls come up that, you know, like you see your TV start to materialize, bookcase. The Shark, you see buildings come up around you. Cody, you see like gym equipment start spawning out of nowhere, and everyone starts feeling weaker and weaker and weaker, and then suddenly there's just a flash, and we'll start. Cody, you are back in the gym, protein shake in hand. You are level 0. You have no abilities, and your gym bros are there. If you remember the names, they're like, "Hey man, that was a cool set you just did." Oh yeah.
I look down at the protein shake, and I'm like looking through the lid, because that's how I like got Isekai.
Yeah,
I'm like staring down, trying to like unscrew it. No, I need to go back. It's not time yet. We weren't ready.
Then we cut to Norman. Norman, you just hear, your eyes open up and you hear your mum go, Norman, are you jacking off to anime girls in your room again? Come downstairs! Your great uncle cousin is here to see you.
My great uncle cousin?
And I've just been talking about how much of a disappointment you are, and I just want to prove it to him.
What is going on? What is going on right now? I see waifu posters on my walls. I hear my mom. I'm so confused.
The Shark, you're back in that alleyway mugging that guy. And he's like, please don't hurt me. He's on the ground. Please. You have my wallet now.
Checks out. All right, cool. Bye.
So you start leaving. Anthony, I actually don't know where you got isekai'd from. For Anthony, this is really weird. He would come back into the void and see Vestoria stabbed for a second. And then you go back to the start of your day, wherever you got isekai'd from, with your wife.
I'm in the future. I don't know. We're watching our Hollow Vision set or something. Maybe that's where I got isekai'd from.
Yeah, you're just chilling out. Yeah. Cody, back to you again.
I'm trying to like pull on my powers in somewhere. Right, because I mean we've been doing this for like a year now or whatever. Like it's all like natural for me, so I'm like trying to pull on my magic, wild shapes, anything.
Yeah. Are you just nothing's coming? None of your you feel physically weaker as well.
Oh no.
You just yeah.
I'm gonna try and run outside.
You run outside. It goes. Well, bro, where are you going? You open the door. It is not Sacramento when you open the door.
Sacramento, yeah.
It is a completely city. It's colder. Well, the biggest point of interest to you is a giant figure standing above Palladium, destroying buildings in his wake with a giant greatsword. All right, let's cut to Norman.
I open up my window.
You open up your window, and it's not New York City. It is the same sort of suburban cityscape. You can also see Palladium in the distance, just ripping through houses and buildings, almost like he's looking.
What magic is this?
The Shark. You actually just walked out of the alleyway, right? So
I started turning, and then I turned back to the guy. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, I'm gonna crouch down and be like, look, I have this memory that I killed William Shakespeare, and there was a guy named Rat Bama, and we started a brewery, and I'm pretty sure my fists were on fire for a little. Does any of this, how long have I been standing? What? I don't. Is Jesus real?
That's what we've all been asking. I've actually been questioning my faith a lot recently. Especially when you started beating me for my money. I thought Jesus would never let this happen to me.
I've met him. He's a pretty chill guy, actually. He's pretty chill. Do I still have my limp? Like, is my leg? How's my leg?
Yeah, your leg's bad.
Oh, wait, hey, all right, so I'm talking like this the whole time, actually. That's the wrong accent. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You are also bald. So he goes, your hair, I don't know what happened to it.
Then I just look at the guy and go, stay there in case I need to talk to you later. Don't move. And I'm going to leave the alley.
Okay. And as you leave the alley, it is the same sort of suburban. It looks a little bit like a city. You can almost see a city in the distance. And you see the giant figure. The cars are modern. You have stepped into the future for you. Yes.
Honey?
Oh, yes.
What's real? Is this, I don't even know what's real anymore. I glanced down at a photo next to the couch that has old Tony on it. I just don't know what's a dream and what's reality anymore. Sometimes it feels like I'm a child labor boss from the early 1900s. Sometimes it feels like I'm an old woman. I just don't know what...
Oh, honey, I feel that way sometimes too.
I just don't know if I'm going insane.
No, it's okay. She like rubs your back. It's like, it's okay. It's okay.
I think
reincarnation is real. I think I need to stop being an atheist and believe in Buddhism or something.
You know how I feel about Mecha Buddha?
As you say that, if I hear a giant outside smashing shit,
yeah,
oh god, it's Mecha Buddha, he's back! Oh no! Yeah, I walk outside
you
to see...
walk out the house, and you are also in this... And for you, it's going back into the past. Cody, we're back to you. Through the doorway, you can now see Anthony, who's just come out of a door, as a door sort of splinters behind him.
Okay, I just like reach out my hand. I don't know how far we are away, but it's like on the other
Cody!
side. Like,
You're real! You are real!
Do you guys walk towards each other?
Put us in one of his illusions or something.
Okay, so you guys are both like, you walk out of your sort of dimensions, and you are now walking towards the giant Palladium.
Yeah.
And he takes notice of you, like now that you've entered his realm. And he goes, that's where you are. You thought, huh?
Wait,
what
I
are you
didn't
going to
see
do
that.
without all the power that Vestoria gave you? What are you going to do now that you have to fight me as who you were before all of that? Yeah.
I'm gonna swing it in with my 2 slams.
Yep. Critical hit with the first slam. That's the first crit of the session. Second one also hits. So give me that total damage as one big meaty roll. 37, and I will say, this is going to cause him to take a legendary action now. He turns around.
Yeah.
Fine, oh, getting up on me like this. I know what this is. I see right through you. And he disappears all of a sudden.
Okay. All right.
Shit, sorry. There's someone at my door. 1 second, sorry.
Oh, okay. I thought that was like a... Wait. Is this still a bit? Okay, yeah. All right, this is a bit, but... All right, so it's either going to be Zane or... Yeah.
For our blind viewers, Palladium has just walked into the office.
Hey, Palladium, what's up, man?
I see what this is!
No, you don't.
Now I have all of the control! No action economy is gonna beat me! For I am Palladium, and I control the battle. And as you can see, I am nowhere to be seen. And one at a time, I will delete you all! Okay, Norman, it's your turn.
You're at least fair, Palladium. Thanks.
Palladium
No, I have no
deletes
control over I don't know how to stop the turn order. It keeps going.
So what
Palladium,
do I
did you
even...
just canonically... Wait, stop for a minute. Did you just kill Rustage?
That guy? I hit him with my holy smite. Unless he's super strong, he's definitely dead. Unless he's incredibly powerful, he's 100% dead.
Yeah.
There's no way one
good.
man can survive all that power unless he's super cool and sexy.
Yeah, unfortunate.
I don't know.
What do I do? It's my turn, and Palladium disappeared.
I
He's now
am
deleting
gone. You
people.
can't find me. You don't know where I am. You don't know where I am right now.
Did he actually disappear?
I don't know what to do, guys. I hear a voice in my head. Can't find him.
Does anyone have locate creature?
Sorry, I'm thinking, guys. Give me a second.
I don't have anything that... Yeah.
I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna shoot a fireball at the ground near where he was.
You can try.
okay.
Roll your measly 8d6.
What radius?
All 36 points of those damage erupt on the ground where I used to be. They hit nobody, for I am the one in control now, and it is now my turn.
Huh?
Oh, shit.
That's not true.
Fireball.
It is actually true. It's just I'm not in the turn order because I'm invisible.
Oh, I see.
I'm on what they call a GM layer.
Good thing you know how to use a computer, Palladium.
I know.
Of course I do. Well, not really. This is why it's gonna, when I delete, it's gonna be at random, because I don't know how to use this thing properly. Time to delete. I killed somebody. King Brute was his name? Well, he's gone forever.
Oh my god.
Oh, I see. So this is how Vestoria was summoning people? Well, no more of that. No more summons coming your way.
We're gonna delete all the tokens on the GM layer.
Ah, I see. And that guy in there was controlling all of these people? I guess they aren't going to do anything now.
Wait, no,
I guess
Vestoria doesn't do anything? Oh, she's an NPC.
the one they call Wilhelm. Unfortunately, it's your turn on the turn order.
Oh, you're not deleting me? It's just my turn?
Oh, it's not my turn yet. Unfortunately, I still have to abide by the rules of the world I was created in.
Question. Are we hearing him as like a disembodied voice?
He's right here in front of us. Can't you fucking see him?
You are hearing me as a disembodied voice.
In the game.
This is my life, but for you, it's just a game.
Is the Palladium rap coming out next? Because
Why the
you're Palladium.
fuck would there be a Palladium rap? That's the Hounds things.
Well, you took over Rustage's office. You have to take over his YouTube channel now.
He's
There's
a
rules
rapper?
here, man.
He didn't look like one.
Yeah.
That's supposed to mean Palladium.
I'm just saying. He looked like a dweeb.
What the fuck?
He's been going to the gym recently, though. He looked in pretty good shape.
You know, like you're gonna have to pay taxes for him and stuff, right?
What?
You're in
I
the
don't know what
studio.
that is.
Yeah, you got a lot of world. You might want to go back into the other world because you just walked into a world of responsibility. You understand? Do you know what a 401k is? This is gonna be really tough.
Palladium becomes depressed and kills himself.
You want to know what's happening right now in the real world? There's an
Yeah, there's a lot of
authoritarian
stuff
movement
happening, dude.
taking over.
This is
And
like the
climate
opposite of
change
Drew.
and-
It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I would go back into that world because there's like, have you ever heard of genocide? That's happening right now.
That's
So-
what I'm doing right now.
Groceries,
Yeah,
you're gonna have to
what
pay.
he's doing, yeah.
Not just here, but also multiple places on Earth.
You're gonna have to go get yourself a Metro card to get around London. I mean, like, you're gonna have to get some. You don't have a license. You don't have a birth certificate. You don't have anything. It's gonna be hard for you, dude. You're gonna have to go to the office and get all the paperwork filled out. It's gonna take
You're gonna have
forever.
to wait in traffic. You probably haven't to do that before. It's really awful. Oh, there's a thing called Roman black holes. A black hole could just slam into this planet. At any
I'm not
moment.
taking over his entire life. Once I'm done
mean,
with
you
you
kinda
guys, I'm
are.
just gonna go back to destroying Earth. I'm here to destroy Earth. I'm here to destroy the world you guys came from because you wanted to destroy mine. You wanted to come in and destroy everything that I had made, everything that I had worked hard for, the people that I manipulated to get here. So I decided to turn the tables on you and destroy the world you came from, destroy the people who made you. I killed Vestoria and I killed Rustage. So both of them, both versions of you will die because after I kill Norman and Cody and Wilhelm and all the people that have entered this world from Vestoria, I am going to find Mark, Daniel, Matthew, and I'm going to kill you.
Palladium.
Really
Yeah, you're gonna have to transport your passport over here. They're not gonna let you into the country if you don't have a passport.
That doesn't matter, for I will destroy everything. I will rampage through the cities, the streets.
Can you survive like a bunch of nuclear bombs to the chest? Because unless you could do that, I think you're gonna get stopped pretty quickly.
Actually, that's a very good point, Tekking. And on top of that, I don't think he has the immune system to survive this world. So like the common cold's gonna.
Oh, that's a good point too. Yeah, there's this thing called COVID. It's a really
no weapons forged on Earth can defeat me.
Wait, no, he's a paladin. He has divine health. He has
I have divine health, so
Yeah.
I'm immune to disease.
Okay, but there is an episode of Buffy the Vampire where he's like, "No human
Yeah,
weapons
with the
can
bazooka.
destroy me,"
Yeah.
and then they pull out an RPG, and you've never seen an RPG before. So like, I don't know if that's gonna work out for you very well.
I'm pretty confident.
Anyway, whose turn is it?
You can't knock my confidence.
Hey, Palladium, can you do me one favor? Just one quick
Yes.
favor.
What is your favor?
I want you to Google 2 Girls, 1 Cup and watch it, and then say you want to stay in this.
What
world.
is Google?
Just Google 2 Girls, 1 Cup.
Oh, wow, there's more things you can do. 2 girls, 1 cup. Oh, a link. Oh,
Yeah,
what
click
are they
that
doing
one.
with this cup? Ah! 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 Oh, you bastard! I took some
That's a
damage
lot.
from that. I could feel it in my HP points.
There's a lot that
Psychic damage. Psychic damage from 2 girls,
That's
1
like
cup.
the beginning of like the world here. You're gonna see so much worse stuff, man.
Well,
Type in Rickroll.
hurry up and get through your turn so I can kill someone else.
Wait, there's no more turns. It's you and I are just talking right now.
Yeah, we're just chatting now.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, wait, yeah, Palladium, you're kind of just in our domain now, so I think.
What?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I don't really think you have any power here. I think you're just a guy.
You're kind of mortal. You're
Get
just
through your
mortal,
turn
dude.
so I can kill people.
No.
Get through your
Please don't.
turns. Get through your turns.
No.
No! I need to take. I can't do things unless it's my turn.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So like,
we
you know.
actually all agreed that this session would go as long as it takes, so.
Yeah,
all
so we're
all of
good.
my legendary actions are attacking and moving, but I can't use a legendary action to delete or interact with this magical object. It's not on my list of legendary actions.
Well, as long as you're not on the game board for us to see an attack, we're not going to do anything on our turns, we're just going to wait.
No! You can't do that! No!
Oh, you know what? You know what you might enjoy? Art from our world. I think you could enjoy art from our world. That'd be a good way to pass the time. Look up the newest song by Kanye West.
Let me Google it as a free action. Kanye West. Oh, well, it reminds me a lot of myself.
That you don't want to say that right now.
What do you mean? Stop playing your earthling games on me! I am evil! I am genocidal! I am literally the worst person you will ever meet.
Nah, I've seen worse.
There's nobody worse than me.
Kanye West has the same birthday as Rustage? That's crazy.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah, look, they're both born June 8th. I think Rustage very much dislikes Kanye West.
No, he said that his actual
He was
thing
the last thing he said before I killed him.
He said he really loved everything about him, especially his political views. So
listen, I don't need to defend the guy. He's potentially
Palladium.
Yes.
We will continue to fight you.
This is the only way. You're dragging out the inevitable here, man. This is the way it has to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
fuck.
revive Rustage on the way back.
Use Revivify on him.
What do you mean you're stuck?
I just tried to teleport back.
Oh.
Does that mean we win?
This is easy. Mark.
As chat pointed out when I said earlier, does anyone have locate creature? I have locate creature. We're in a London suburb.
Yes.
I'm going to name Palladium. I'm going to try and figure out if he is within 1,000 feet of us.
No! No! I'm glowing! I'm glowing! Oh no! I'm glowing! I'm glowing! Oh! I'm being located! You can see where I am!
Okay,
guys, I found Palladium.
I can see him. I can see where he is.
Oh no!
Can Anthony crash the magic bus in Rustage's house, please?
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, Anthony doesn't have a turn until after mine. So if you
I'm gonna tell everyone where Palladium is.
We're in the suburbs of London. It's where this idiot lives. The only person who can get to me in time is that magical bus, but I have a turn before it, so I'm going to delete at least one more person.
Can you delete me?
It will be a random person. I will roll for
turn.
it. I'm rolling for it. I hope you don't miss this guy. This might be the worst person to die here for you. For he was the one that helped you get all these people in the first place.
No way.
No! The little rat boy, Ripper!
No!
Wait a minute, Ripper was a rat?
I am the most evil person alive! I am so evil!
He can't actually be dead. Can you get
so
on?
He's
evil.
been
We can
deleted from
revive
this world. The only person who could bring him back is Rustage, and he's dead. Anthony, take your turn. Crash your bus into Rustage's house. It won't matter. He's dead anyway. And then I can fight you one-on-one in this room, and then I'll kill you and your bus, you stupid cunt.
All right, can I reach the house with the bus?
Yes. It's like you've got like 60 feet of flying. You can get there. 20 feet.
Rustage canonically lives right next to a CX.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's great.
There you go.
I do.
Right,
I mean, he does.
On the way there, I'll pick up anybody that wants to come with me, like Broken Arrow, Little Feather, anybody want Broken Wing.
You don't have to do that.
All right.
Oh,
I drive over to Rustage's house.
I hear the engines of a bus.
I park nicely in front of his house, and I set the bus in park. I don't drive through his family lives there. I'm not going to kill his...
He actually lives by himself.
So I get out, and everybody's there, and I'm like, okay, let's go into Rustage's house, I guess.
Does anyone answer the door?
There's somebody at the door. Let me go get that.
No, we
Okay.
Okay.
No, wait, hold on.
Oh, it's you guys! I should have known! No, you can't save him! What do you mean he's still alive? Nobody could survive my attack! Nobody could survive! But he did? Wow! No! You know what? This was a stupid idea! I'm going back! And you'll just have to come and get me!
This is a nice house.
I canonically showed that guy porn.
Much. I can't believe you're here for real! I hope you can hear this on the microphone even though I'm in a different room!
We can't hear it. Let's tell him that we can't. That'd be great.
I'll get back into it. I'll do it. He hit me, but I survived. I don't even look injured.
Wow. I can't believe you survived that.
I'm just, I mean, I'm so sweaty from being attacked.
Yeah.
The problem is I've been training all my life just in case one of my creatures attacks me.
Rustage, whatever tab is open on your computer, I need you to hit back and watch the video.
Oh, okay. Kanye West.
It looks like taller or smaller than you expected.
I wasn't looking at his height. I was looking at other areas.
Oh yeah, while you were gone.
Yeah, Palladium got away. He like teleported back, and now he's back in the city, destroying my hometown. Okay. You've got to stop him.
We're back.
He also deleted Ripper. I don't know if you could bring him back.
I just pressed Control Z, and that actually undid it.
Yeah, there you go.
Hilarious.
That's all. All the power that I had over this world has brought Ripper back.
I'm relying on chat to keep me updated with the Toronto Maple Leafs versus Ottawa. This is a playoff game, very important. Let me know if shit goes down.
The game's been cancelled. Palladium destroyed it.
Oh.
You don't understand the gravity of the situation. I thought it was just fake belief, but you're in real Earth. You've got to do this. You've got to use your D&D characters to win it. To save the day.
Rusty just saying things he's never said in his life. He just said, I thought it was fake believe.
I thought it was fake believe.
You know what? If I kill this one, he looks down at Vestoria, then your allies will stop coming. Here is the God's Smite.
Oh, fuck.
He critically hits Vestoria. The sword comes down and strikes through her, and her body starts to dissipate and break apart. And she looks round at all of you, and she says, if I'm going to die, if I'm going to leave this world, I want to do it on my own terms. And you see her start glowing. When the gods were made, they stole my power and split them into 12 people. Why don't you split them into 4? And her energy splits off away from her as her body dissipates and flies through the air. And Anthony, one of them goes straight into you. Cody, energy straight into you. Norman, straight into you. Wilhelm, energy straight into you. I know you're not here, but I'll fill you in.
Gamer time.
All right, here we go.
And you're all filled with Vestorian power. Anthony, the necklace around your thing glows, and you hear the voices.
Okay.
You hear 20 voices from your necklace, talking in unison, waiting to be let out. You tap it.
All right, I summon all of the Infinitonies.
Man, he comes down. We saw him before.
Hey, how you guys doing?
We did see
How
it.
you doing?
Oh, yes. Am I a bus or am I not on a bus? And what is a bus? These are the questions.
Men, there are 600 strong at the cave, and we shall defend them. Oh shit, what the fuck am I? Okay. Yeah, I'm
the year
looking
500.
over here at my radishes this year. This is looking good. What?
Fair enough.
Lord Jesus, where? Oh, is this heaven? Hi, I'm Anne the Plague Nurse. Men, we charge to liberate the Holy Land. I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, let's do this. Men, we sail to a new era, new land. Columbus found it first, but he's an asshole, so we're gonna do it, but we're gonna do it right this time. I am Antonio, I am the painter. I am painting Giorno, Giovanna, and Bruno Brucellati in a lovely Rule 34 pose. It's lovely. I was executed, but let them eat cake, absolutely, yes. Okay. General Washington. Our commanders, General Washington disappeared. We don't know where he is. I'm taking command of this entire army. I'm back again, Big Tony. Let's do this. How you doing there, Shark? Oh, back in the day, we had some crazy times. For me, it was last week. For you, might have been like, you've aged a bit. All right, man.
There was a
D-Day's
second
happening
one?
tomorrow. I miss my dad. I wish old Tony would come back someday.
Oh no.
Oh, by the way, those depositions are happening. All right, sure, Lisa, I'll take care of that tomorrow. The time has come for the prophecy to be unleashed. Activate nuke.
20. Anthony 20, standing there or sitting there in your bus, above capacity now for sure.
They're all in the bus.
And this is the power that Anthony has gotten, is he's now able to summon his entire lineage. Now, I will say, they all do the same thing as you. So I will say this, on your turn now, you can do what you want to do times 20. You know what? There are so many people around him, he's gonna destructive wave. This is not gonna be good for the Anthony Brigade.
That's fine.
It's gonna thin some of them out, I think. 8 of your Anthonys, I'm just gonna say aren't gonna take any damage. To make this easier.
Okay.
And then the remaining rest of them is gonna take the 80 damage. The remaining amount of Anthonys
now
have 8 HP.
Now, Rustage, they all have the same stats as me, right? Exactly?
Yeah.
How many just took damage just now? 12. Okay, so 12 reactions, 12 hellish rebukes.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god. Yeah, damage you.
You are damaged by a creature within 60 feet of you that you can see. We're all on a bus.
That is 20 hellish rebukes
So
before this,
Palladium
this is really important though. Before you do the hellish
yes.
rebukes, Sir Button and Smog are gonna have to do theirs as well. Smog is out actually. He dies outright if he doesn't succeed the saving throw.
Oh my god!
Come on, Smog, I believe in you.
Can anyone heal these guys?
Oh. The DC is 20.
Oh, that was a good attempt.
Smog, for the second time, is destroyed by an AoE spell. And he goes, you know what? When I died before and I came back, I was lucky to be alive. I've been living on borrowed time this whole time.
Smog.
Every day that I've been able to be alive since that day, I've blessed. It's just my time to go. And he smogs. And then he dies. And Sir Button goes, no! Not Smog! He may have been my enemy once, but he grew to be a close friend of mine. Hellish rebukes.
Okay, now, here's the thing. I can actually upcast this, so all 20 of them are going to be casting it at 3rd level.
I'm going to do 20 dex saves right now.
Okay, crit failed one of those. All right.
So do the first 3
here
first.
we go. 1, that's 30 fire. 2, 26 fire.
This is insane.
And 14 fire. That one sucks.
I can't believe I never considered 20 hellish rebukes at the same time.
If he survives this...
Now we play. 68 d10s, please. And that will get halved.
68 d10s.
Slash roll. 68 d10s.
That's 364.
Oh my god. Okay, and that
so
halves.
That's 100.
He's still alive.
182.
He's still alive. He's still alive.
Yeah, that was just 182. That was just my Anthony reactions, though.
And Palladium has 2 attacks. He's only used 1.
You're right. You're sorry.
And half of those guys, most of them, actually, 12 of those 20 are on 8 HP. So he's gonna do Destructive Wave again.
Oh.
Okay.
And we're wiping out the bloodline.
Oh, that's fair. I did do 20 hellish rebukes.
20 d6. 66 damage.
Okay.
It's not that much.
Not that much. So but the 12 die. They cannot save that.
Yeah.
They die and they go back to where they came from.
Say,
As they die, they get
Antonius,
sucked back into your necklace. The remaining 8 who took half of the damage, 1, 2, 3 of them remain.
Big Tony,
you, Agnes, and
me.
Big Tony remain. The rest of them die and get sucked back into the necklace. As they get blasted, Anthony, they all say something to you on the way out to give you good luck.
Hit, Sky God, mean man, kill! I'm getting the fuck out of here, and he flips a coin and he leaves. We are not all real. We are not here. I am a solipsist. This all vanishes immediately. Make sure to just weed them out. The rage of Thor lies inside of you, Busman. May the guiding light of St. Francis of Assisi deliver you onto this day. I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm just a nurse, so I hope you don't die. Good luck. Slaps me on the cheek.
Antonio.
He kisses me. It's awesome. Let's go. Let's do this. I hope you cut off his head.
Good thumbs up. Okay.
Lock in. Go into war again, man. Go into war.
Dale.
All right. Go into war, man. Go into war. Anthony, I love you. I always will love you. Fucking destroy that thing that killed our family, that killed your grandfather and my dad. I exist because of you. Please, I wish to exist in the future. I learned to have a soul. Is it now my turn?
It is now your turn.
Okay.
After everything that happened.
All right, I'm on the bus.
Dust
I look at
settles.
Big Tony. I look at Agnes, and I look at everybody. And I was like, okay, anybody have any ideas? And Agnes is like, I have an idea. Bus flies over Palladium. We enlarge it 3 times. 12,000 kilograms. If that is doubled 3 times, then I'm about 211,000 pounds or 96,000
You have great concentration on fly when you do this, right? So it's gonna drop.
Absolutely. Oh no, wait. Enlarge ups the weight by 8 times, not doubling.
Yeah, no, sorry. No, you can't stack spells. It's not how spells work in D&D.
I'm still dropping 200,000 pounds on
You're
this
still
fucker.
dropping 200,000 pounds.
I'll take the 200,000 pounds, yeah.
You still might kill with that, because there's still gonna be a lot of damage.
I'll cast Enlarge, crush him, end concentration. Agnes casts Enlarge again, does the damage, ends concentration.
You would need somebody to cast fly to bring it up again, but yes.
I
guess because it's just the weight. It's not a drop. It's just the weight.
Just the weight. I'm not dropping him. Yeah.
I guess you can do that. So 200,000 divided by 100 is 2,000. So we do. That's a give me 2,000 d6s.
Okay.
fuck it. This is just the damage it's gonna do. It's gonna do 2,000 d6s.
2,000 d6s.
3,542.
Fine, this is just what's gonna do it. I don't care. We're cool. This is just what's gonna do it. I mean, you just grow it to a colossal size and you're crushing it with a giant bus.
Oh. He's gonna crush with a bus.
You're gonna crush it with a giant bus. Fuck it. I guess so. I think any variation would make sense. Even if it was 200 d6, I think that'd still be enough.
Rustage, it's how much HP did this guy have?
He currently has about 200 left.
Okay, I dealt 3,000 damage.
Yeah, its weight is 8 times.
The size doubles, the weight octuples.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter if one of them would have done enough damage because he's doing it 3 times. So,
that's crazy.
So whatever it would have been, even if I rolled it like 20 d6, I still think that probably would have ended up being enough. As this impossibly large weight is crushed into Palladium's head over and over and over and over again.
Have you ever seen a final boss get crushed by a bus?
Destroyed by London public transportation. The worst.
Thank you, Transport for London.
No! TFL, my worst enemy.
He attacked the City of London. The City of London fucking fights back with the public transportation.
His bus meteorite.
Antron.
I think it's
Antron's prediction, his premonition of a nuke landing came true.
Yes.
This is what
just
he meant.
in the form of bus, thermonuclear bus.
The bus driver walks up and sees his bus and he wipes a tear and he says, "You've done me proud. You've done me proud." Crushing into the armor, flattening him like a Coke can as he collapses down into a puddle of blood and armor and radiant magic.
The last thing he thought of, 2 girls, 1 cup.
Last thing he thought of, 2 girls, 1 cup, and Cardi West. It's the most isekai end to the final boss fight I could possibly think of. To be honest,
with a truck.
I mean, this place has AC, and where I'm from doesn't, so I think I'm gonna stay.
Right.
Jesus Christ is here, and he goes, "You did it, huh?"
I should stay here, right? Like I have superpowers here, and back there they haven't solved syphilis yet, so I feel like I should probably stay here.
It's your choice, but just know that your actions will have consequences, man. And there are other people out there that rely on you and that love you, despite your flaws.
Okay,
I'm heading back to my people because I've got a religion to start and the word of God to spread.
Okay, I gotta tell you something real quick, Jesus.
Yeah, what's up, man?
I was like literally in the middle of stabbing a guy when I was isekai'd here. Like the blade was in him, and I don't want to, you know what I mean? It's like, like if I go back,
You can go home, but I'm
I
heading
feel like
back.
you told me I'm gonna go to hell if I stay here, and that's kind of rude.
Who's to say?
Oh!
You make your choice. Hang
God
tight.
damn it, I'm gonna go back and take care of my daughter. Fuck.
Yeah, hang tight, broseph. I'm out. Radical like.
I turned to Norman. You said there's like a World War II in my future, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
There is.
God damn it. Oh, Jesus. All right, who can I kill that would stop that from happening?
Hitler? Adolf Hitler. I don't know.
All right, I'm gonna kill that guy. Then I'm gonna take care of my daughter.
Wow.
God, this sucks. All right,
You're a good person.
I hope people will remember me for killing that guy. What'd you say his name was?
Kanye West.
And then he leaves. We're 100% going to cut to you later, don't worry. So you're going to step through the portal then. Do you want anything you want to say to the group?
Guys, my real name's Donald. Bye!
You're back in 1920s Chicago. For real this time. And you know it's real. What's the first thing that you're doing?
Pull my knife out of the guy and go, I'm so sorry. I don't know if you know, but like a lot's happened, and I'm going to just do some first aid real quick, help him out, not take his money, and leave.
Good. He goes, what? That was weird.
I buy a one-way ticket to Europe. Yeah. Oh, I have to go by steamboat. You know, I shave my head, start wearing robes. It's weird.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Everyone thinks I'm fucking insane, by the way, because the entire time I am telling everyone what happened to me. I am holding nothing back. And I think I am preaching to the choir.
How old would Adolf Hitler be at this time? This is not where I expected this to go. But in the 1920s, he was already the head of a political party.
Yeah, but they were like a rebel
in the late
political
20s.
party,
Yeah,
not in power yet.
He's already
By
a
the way,
Nazi at this point. He's a party chairman at this point, so he's actually somebody of some renown. This might be a lot more difficult than you realize. Unfortunately, history remains unchanged.
No, come on, let me roll for it.
Okay, give me. All right, yeah, you're fine. Okay, you land in Germany. You find out he's still. Okay, give me a d20 roll.
Guys, I'm rolling to kill Hitler.
Yeah, let's do it.
4.
Oh, that's not good.
Unfortunately, as you
get
just
tackled by
think
the
it's going to be
guards.
easy, you think you're so used to being in Vestoria and just like attacking people that you go up and you charge in, ready to, and you're outnumbered by his entire party, and they get you, and then you get deported, and you're no longer allowed in Europe.
And you change your name to Donald?
I'm so sorry. This feels awful for me to do. I'm just trying to keep the timeline intact. You rolled a 4. I'm sorry.
Kayla just texted me. I heard the door slam. You okay? I'm texting back. I failed to kill Hitler.
Damn it.
I go back and I try to raise my daughter, but pretty soon people throw me into an insane asylum for constantly talking about being a superhero in another world and all this technological future stuff.
You're really just having a terrible ending to your character.
Yeah.
Your epilogue is you go to the real world, fail to kill Hitler. Everybody thinks you're insane. You try and talk to your daughter, and she's taken away from you.
And then I get thrown in an insane asylum, and it's like Shutter Island, and I get fucking brain stabbed.
Shark canonically gets lobotomized at the end of the story.
Then Shark gets lobotomized at the end of it.
This is huge.
Even the good ending is the bad ending.
And everyone in the party looks me up when they get back, finds out that happens, and they can do nothing about it.
Okay, I mean, you know what? It's appropriate.
Yeah.
It's appropriate. Norman, are you staying? Or are you going?
I've been thinking about this during that entire crazy 3-hour fight. I don't know what I want to do. I know if I go back, I could handle my parents. I'll leave my room. I know that I could take on the world and I can make friends the way I made in this world. But in this world, I could also fireball and do all those things as well. It's a tough decision. There's so much unfinished business I have in the old world, but the things that you could do, the amount of people I could help here with these powers, what it could be like to be a level 20 wizard eventually, and I slowly transform into a different version of myself. I'm in a dragonic transformation. I think I found my home. My new home.
Norman, it has been, Vestoria is rebuilding. Obviously, there's a population shortage a little bit. A lot of people died. It's very much like after World War I, where lots of men died. What happens to Snow in this situation? Because currently she's part of the council and she's gaining more power.
Norman goes to Cody and says, I'm going to be honest, I think I've grown a lot. I no longer really care about killing Snow. I do not want her to hold this amount of power. So do we want to leave her on the council for the time being?
Yeah.
Norman looks at Snow in snake form and says,
Guys, I'm fine.
I know when you are sleeping. I know when you're awake. I know when you've been bad or good. I'm a fucking wizard.
Anthony.
I know you all have made the right decisions for yourselves, but I think I need to go back to the world I was from, be with my wife. I get on the bus and I
drive back through. Okay.
Anthony, you're back home now with your wife again. You still
roll up in the bus right in front of the house.
You still feel Vestoria dwelling within you a little bit. And it's a familiar, lovely feeling. And you remember something Vestoria said. This feeling of ancestry bubbles up within you. This familiar feeling of blood and Vestoria's light.
Well,
because you feel connected.
My wife is there.
Yeah.
My grandmother and my father and
when you think of old Tony, you imagine him coming back. You feel Vestoria's light fading, and you realize that if you want to bring old Tony back, you have to use the last of Vestoria's power, and therefore will not be able to go through the fountain again.
Okay. Now I'm gonna stay with my family.
Now you've let Vestoria's light leaves, fades through worlds, back in time to bring old Tony back. And so now he walks through the door like nothing ever happened. I mean, like stuff happened, but like the last 20 or 30 or so years or whatever it is, like 20 years or so, he had been alive. And you see him walk into the room.
I go up and hug him. Grandpa, I missed you. I met Cody and the Shark and Norman. I met them all. They're all doing good. We finished the Palladium off. I crushed him with a giant bus. I think we'll be all right. I think the family line's going to be intact. We're going to be okay for quite some time.
And what does old Tony say in response?
Well, grandson, when I got attacked by that giant flaming salamander thing, I thought I was done. I had my life flash before my eyes. Now I'm here with everybody like nothing ever happened. I'm going to have just a nice, peaceful, quiet life. Let's go drink some coffee. Okay, Grandpa.
That's perfect. And the bittersweet aspects of this, which I really want to hone in on, is that Cody and Norman will never know that old Tony is fine, you know?
Anyway, yeah, so it's very down-home rustic. Like, we just go into the kitchen and sit down and have a cup of coffee and just chat about Vistoria and the world and everything and all the stuff that happened. And then old Tony dies 5 years later, and we have a very funeral for him and everything.
And you look up the shark on Wikipedia and you see everything that happened to him in his bad ending that he decided to give himself.
Oh, God.
After everything he'd been through, at the end of it all, he decided, you know what?
Lobotomize himself.
He's going to get lobotomized.
I visit the shark's grave. What does it say on the shark's grave?
You go up and you just see the name. You just see Donald Smith. You're like, what the fuck?
There he is. Me and old Tony go up to it. I'm like, there he is. Yeah, well, he was a little bit of an asshole, but you know what? He was a good guy. Shitty father, but a good guy.
Cody
has to kind of choose both. I have too much in the real world that I need to take care of. I mean, I have family, I have friends, I have responsibilities, but I need to be here for Little Feather, for my kid. You know, I need to be in his life more than my father was.
Cody,
so
are you sure?
I want my son to go camping. I want him to learn how to forage for berries. I want him to learn to play football. He can do that here. And you know what? I'm staying here.
Oh, Cody. She's crying. Obviously, she wants you to stay, but she feels guilty about it as well. And she just holds you in an embrace. You know, going into the future now, what are things that are happening between you and Little Feather?
I think we've just like settled into life in the capital.
Yeah.
And we go on like camping trips out to like spots that I went on the adventure with like the kids.
And Jody and Finn are like brothers here, growing up together. You know, Jody like flies around and Finn chases after him.
Oh, they're so cute.
They're together as fun adopted brothers going into the future.
Cody really just wants like as peaceful a life as possible for like his family, but that also extends to like the city and the country.
Yeah. Ripper, importantly, he's gonna fully take over the Otherworldly Brewery now, right? Because I feel like, at least he talks to you about it. He says, "Hey, man, you know, now that this is all done, and you don't need the money anymore to, you don't." I felt like I did a really good job with the brewery, and I wanna keep running it. I I did most of the work anyway, but this way, I just wondered, would you be able to transfer the ownership over to old Ripster here?
Yeah, man. Yeah, you know what? You're right. You deserve
Cody.
this.
You're really the best of them.
Oh,
you were. My life changed irreparably, in a good way, when you guys arrived. You know, nobody celebrated my birthdays. I was just the door guard. But I found a talent in numbers and lists and charts and organization that I never knew I had. And now I feel this is my calling. So thank you for giving me this new life.
We did a lot of fucked up stuff. I'm just glad that something positive came out of it.
You gonna have a wedding?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Kidding me?
Before or after Julag?
Who's Julag getting married to?
Oh, you didn't hear? Julag and Sir Button.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah,
they both were so scorned.
The jilted lovers found each other.
They finally found each other. I love that.
I'm sure they'll be happy together.
Oh, incredible. You know, we'll do it after their ceremony. Can I get Norman to be my best man at my wedding?
Of course, bro.
Just like hit like a crazy like dad.
Oh yeah.
Then Boneslaw comes round, and all of these characters and stuff. They are now just living peaceful lives out in the world of Vistoria. And I think what would be really nice is we cut to your wedding now. All of these people over the course of the campaign.
I have three seats at the very front.
Yeah.
That are reserved for old Tony, Anthony, and the shark.
You can see almost like the shimmering Vistorian image of the three of them sitting there. When Yog is there and Brick is there, and obviously Brick looks different. He's grown up a bit more now because a year or so later he's coming into himself more as like a young adult. And he
Got
works.
some moss on him.
Yeah. Brick now works under Ripper as like his second in command. Right, he's the Ripper to Ripper now.
Yeah, he's Ripper's Ripper.
And even at this wedding, do you know who designed the suits?
Oh gosh.
Do you know who begged for forgiveness and you allowed him to design the suits?
Oh my god.
Little Douglas Rat.
Douglas Rat.
Douglas Rat. Yep. And he's so proud.
Yeah, I would have forgiven him eventually.
Yeah.
So Norman's had some time to like travel, and like when everyone's dancing at the end, you see the snake girl that walked by while Norman was unconscious in the forest, enters in and she's like, during my travels, look who I found. He's finally gonna go.
You found your snake girlfriend.
Cynthia.
Yeah,
Sure.
Cynthia. We'll go with Cynthia.
And we're all dancing.
Yeah. So Palmo reads the vows and then says, and now, by the glorious god Vestoria, who lives in all of us, especially you may kiss the bride.
Oh, we start just fucking...
You start just making out.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's how we kiss, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Give your best man speech at Cody's wedding, and I will say this now. I'm giving you the opportunity here to close the campaign with this speech.
Hello, everyone.
So it's
Please raise your glass as I stand here today to honor and celebrate the beginning of a journey between bird and man. Cody is like a brother to me. He has been there since the beginning, always trying to encourage me to be a better person. And I know he's had that effect on everyone and will have that effect on the people in his marriage, his kids, and everyone else. He has impacted this world more than anyone can even imagine. And I can't wait to see what you have to do in the future. Look how beautiful Little Feather looks today. I'm so happy for both of you guys. And to a lifetime of happiness, cheers.
Cheers.
And I'm sure the shark somewhere killed Hitler and the world's a better place back home. And I tried to use Wish on old Tony and he couldn't come back, meaning he is alive in the other world and I couldn't be happier.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Anthony,
True.
What a great man he was. And I know he is living a great life with his wife and kids and one day robotic Antron.
And you all
Norman untransforms out of his snake form, but he's still like a little bit more muscular.
Yeah, he's not wearing glasses anymore. He like magicked his eyes better.
Yeah, and it's because of you, Cody. You were the protagonist of this story.
And you all raise otherworldly brewery alcohol, which is way better than it's ever been before now that Ripper's at the reins. Anthony, you're at home raising a glass. The shark, you're lobotomized in a facility somewhere. and the closing shot is everybody raising a cup, and maybe the guy who's watching the shark be lobotomized is like, I need a drink right now, and he's also raising a cup. Everybody raises a cup of otherworldly brewery. And at that point, with everyone's mugs in the air, is a conclusion. It is the end of Isekai Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming.
I'm feeling otherworldly, ain't do what they told me. Rolling with the gang of the Yale, running cold way. Otherworldly, bound to do it boldly. Brewing with the boys, we be moving with the gold beat. Otherworldly.